1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Joey Hurley, and I am in Lindquist Field right now. It's Game 3 in a 3-game series against the Ogden Raptors here in Ogden, Utah, a 3-game series at their home here in Lindquist Field. Thanks so much for tuning in to Birds of Play with the Wingmen here on K-Star, 1400 AM, and I'm ready for another exciting Owlz baseball game. These Owlz radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home. A clean home is a luxurious home. J&J Services, Got Concrete, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, Stevens Henniger College, All Pro Tires Under Car Care, where honest, fast, friendly service comes first, and Jack's Tire and Oil. Thanks to all of our sponsors and 1400 AM. I'd also like to say a big thank you to all of the fans and all the listeners out there listening to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in all the time. I really appreciate your comments and suggestions, and appreciate you all out there listening day in and day out. It's been a pleasure to provide radio for these Owlz baseball games. It's been quite a fun time. But tonight's an interesting night. We only have 7 games left in the entire season. 4 of them will be at home, 2 more in Idaho Falls for the Orem Owls. Currently, the Orem Owls are tied for first place in the Pioneer League South Division with a record of 16-15. Very interesting times. So what happens is, so far we have won more games than the Casper Rockies. We have won 10 out of the 17 games in the second half. The Casper Rockies have won only 9 of the 7 games of the last 17 games in the second half. So if we continue to keep winning more games, we get to the playoffs. If the Casper Rockies win 1 more game and we lose 1, then they're in first place, and we're just kind of battling with the Casper Rockies still. So far in this series against the Ogden Raptors, they have won 1, and we have won 1. So tonight will be the deciding factor of this series for the Ogden Raptors. If we can take this series, should help the Orem Owls keep that lead going down in the second half of the Pioneer League standings. Last night, a very wonderful game for the Orem Owls. It was an interesting game, but it was kind of like Seinfeld. Nothing happens, but it's the funniest show in the world. Nothing happened all the way into the 9th inning. The top of the 9th, Bradley Kuhn was on base. Dallas Morris came up. Kuhn was on first base. Heinle Stacia came up, grounded out, but that allowed Kuhn to advance to second. And then Morris came up and hit a single, and the throw to home, Bradley Kuhn was trying to come home. The throw to home was way late, and Kuhn came in for the run scored, and that's all we need. We won the game 1-0 last night over the Ogden Raptors. Then they came up in the bottom of the 9th. It was a ground out, and a strikeout. Right in a row, 3 batters taken down, and that ended the game. The Owls won it 1-0 last night. The win, interestingly enough, went to Kevin Lynch, who came in the 8th inning. Kevin Lynch got the win last night, his first win on the season, and the loss went to Corey Wade, now with a record of 2-2. An extremely short game last night, only 1 hour and 54 minutes. It was a very interesting and fun game to watch, watching the Owls and their defense and their offense work so well. Let's go over the starting lineups for tonight. First for the Ogden Raptors, leading off and playing center field, number 3, Adam Godwin. Playing second base and batting second, number 21, Jesus Soto. Batting third and playing first base, number 43, David Sutherland. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 37, Russ Mitchell. In the 5, doesn't make any sense. Fifth in the lineup, number 17, right fielder, B.J. Richmond. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 12, Juan Rivera. Playing left field and batting seventh, number 18, Andrew Locke. In the 8th spot, number 56, Rick Taloa. Taloa is the designated hitter tonight. And catching again for the Ogden Raptors, number 33, Kingshill Pujols. He's the catcher tonight. Pitching tonight for the Ogden Raptors will be number 54, David Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's a left-handed pitcher from Fort Pierce, Florida. A lot of these guys from Florida. He's a lefty, 6'3", acquired in the 14th round in 2003. Pfeiffer comes into tonight's game with a record of 7-3, a 6.06 ERA on 49 innings pitched. He's got 42 strikeouts, 14 walks. He's played in 13 games, 6 of them being game starts. And now the starting lineup for your Orem Owls, leading off and playing left field again, number 15, Bradley Kuhn. Batting second and playing the shortstop, number 14, Heinley Stacia. Batting third and playing third base, number 30, Dallas Morris. Batting fourth in the cleanup again, first baseman, number 24, Mark Trumbo. Batting fifth and playing the designated hitter tonight, number 8, Flint Whipkey. At second base tonight, number 7, Billy Boyer. Catching tonight for the Orem Owls, number 37, Martin Maldonado. And batting eighth and playing right field, number 27, Josh Coles. Last in the lineup again tonight, center fielder, number 23, Santrell Smith. And pitching tonight for your Orem Owls, number 20, Robert Mosebach. Mosebach pitching tonight for the Owls. He's a 6'4", right-handed pitcher from West Palm Beach, Florida. Last went to Hillsborough Community College. He comes into tonight's game batting, he doesn't bat, with a record of 3-3, a 4.58 ERA on 55 innings pitched. He's got 46 strikeouts, 14 walks, and he's played in 13 games, 11 of them being game starts. Fantastic lineup tonight for the Orem Owls. We see some great lineup action tonight. That was my impression of someone who can't speak like me. So looks like lots of fun tonight for the Orem Owls. Let's see what's going on out in the Pioneer League standings. Again, the Owls have a record of 16-15, tied with the Ogden Raptors with a record of 16-15. In the Pioneer League standings, Dallas Morris is still up there with his .321 batting average. He has 50 RBIs. Where did I write? 86 hits, 23 doubles, a .522 slugging percentage, and 34 extra base hits. Good gracious, Dallas Morris up there with everything. Mark Trumbo is also up there with his 22 doubles and his 29 extra base hits. For the Ogden Raptors, looks like Jesus Soto has 55 runs scored, David Sutherland with a .429 on-base percentage, and Russ Mitchell with 19 doubles, .532 slugging percentage, 33 extra base hits, and 53 runs scored. They had a special player appreciation day for the Ogden Raptors players, and Russ Mitchell received the MVP for the team for the Ogden Raptors. David Sutherland received the most valuable offensive player. Hey, let's see, what's his name? Juan Rivera received the most valuable defensive player on the team as well. This guy, Russ Mitchell, is up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 13 home runs and his 53 RBIs. I believe he is leading the Pioneer League with home runs and RBIs still from last night. Very cool. So last night in the game, only one RBI for both teams, and that one went to Dallas Morris. All the other stats are pretty much the same when it comes to home runs and RBIs from last night. Some of the batting averages have changed just about 1 or 2 points. Not a big difference. A lot of 0 for 4s, 0 for 3s last night for both teams. Okay, here we go. Start of the game. Top of the first inning. Scoreless game out here in Lindquist Field. Your Orem Owls up to bat first here. Pitching again for the Ogden Raptors, David Pfeiffer, 7-3 record, 6.06 ERA. He'll be facing Bradley Kuhn, top of the lineup. Kuhn is batting .308 coming into tonight's game. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn, and it's a fastball that hits the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 is the count, no outs, and no runners on base. Bradley Kuhn at the plate. Kuhn has 18 RBIs in the season, no home runs yet. Here's his 0-1. It's a grounder to the shortstop Rivera. He bobbles it and can't pick it up, and that allows Bradley Kuhn to get to first base, reaching on that error for shortstop Rivera. And it's funny, he was just called the most valuable defensive player in the game, and the first batter he faces, he bobbles the ball and gets an error. Now that's baseball irony for you. So Kuhn reaches first base on an error, and now runner on first with no outs. Stepping to the plate now, Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. Stacia's batting .295 coming into tonight's game. Runner on first, no outs. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Stacia. He shows bunt, pulls back, but a fastball hits the inside corner, strike one, 0-1 count. Let's see how Stacia's been doing against the Ogden Raptors. Stacia bats .316 against the Ogden Raptors. He's had, where is it? No RBIs against the Ogden Raptors yet. There's a throw over to first base. Bradley Kuhn still safe. Kuhn is on first base right now. He has 17 stolen bases on the season, leads his team in stolen bases. The only person that comes close is Heinley Stacia with his 10 stolen bases. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Heinley Stacia. Nope, another throw over to first. Runner still safe over there. Heinley Stacia comes into the game tonight with 2 home runs and 34 RBIs. He was batting .300 last night, but then he went 0 for 4, and now he's batting .295. Here's the 0-1, a grounder to the shortstop Rivera. He tags second base, makes the throw to first, and redeems himself by getting the double play all by his lonesome. So first an error, and now an unassisted double play for the shortstop Rivera, tagging second base and then making the toss over to first baseman Sutherland. So that's going to be a ground out into a 6-3 double play. Okay, so 2 outs already for the Owls here in the top of the first. No runners on base anymore. Scoreless game. Now batting for the Owls, number 30, Dallas Morris, the third baseman. Morris is batting .321 coming into tonight. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Morris. It's a slow curve that hits the inside corner. Strike 1, 0-1 count. Not a lot of movement here on the curve from Pfeiffer, but that one dropped into the inside corner with the greatest of ease. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Morris, and he grounds it foul into himself, and then it bounces off the catcher's mask. Strike 2, 0-2 count for Morris. Last night, Morris was batting .322. He's now down to .321. Last night in the game, he went 1 for 4 with his RBI single. That allowed Brad Kuhn to score, the only run scored of the game. There's the 0-2 pitch to Morris, high and inside with a fastball, ball 1. That one coming up at chest level on Morris. 1-2 count now for Morris. Morris has 9 home runs in the season and 50 RBIs. He's up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 50 RBIs. Here's the 1-2, and it's a grounder to the first baseman Sutherland. Nope, second baseman Soto grabs it, makes the throw to first, and gets the out. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the first inning. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I looked at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross into the Blue, by Bei Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Joey Hurley, out here in Lindquist Field, Game 3 in a 3-game series against the Ogden Raptors at their home here in Ogden, Utah. The Ogden Raptors are the first half winner of the Pioneer League. They're automatically going to the playoffs. They won the first half along with the Helena Brewers. So the Raptors are up to bat here. This is Adam Godwin at the plate. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Godwin. Slow curve outside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Again, pitching on the mound for the Orem Owls, Robert Mosebach. 3-3 record, 4.58 ERA. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Godwin. Outside again, this time a fastball. Ball 2, 2-0 count now. Let's talk about Robert Mosebach a bit. He's got a fastball, comes in around the low 90s. He's got a curveball that hits the mid-80s, 83 to 86. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Godwin, and he pops it foul behind us there, getting the tip of it. Strike 1, 2-1 count. Robert Mosebach also has a slider pitch, a slider that goes into the right-handed batters, curves into them, and then sweeps away. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Godwin. Lets this one fly. And there's that's a changeup, I believe, on the outside, and swings on it. Strike 2, 2-2 count now for Godwin. No outs, no runners on. Godwin is batting .326 coming into tonight's game, down from .327 last night. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball outside corner, gets it. Strike 3, and Adam Godwin strikes out looking. First batter face from Robert Mosebach, a strikeout. That's the way to start it, Mosebach. That's how you do it. One out now for the Ogden Raptors. Stepping to the plate, Jesus Soto, the second baseman. No runners on. Scoreless game here in the bottom of the second inning. Jesus Soto is batting .285 coming into the game tonight, up from .283 last night. Here comes his 0-0 pitch, and it's a fastball outside. Barely misses. Ball one. 1-0 count now. One out. No runners on. Jesus Soto is from Cojedes, Venezuela. He has 55 runs scored. That puts him up in the Pioneer League standings. Here's his 1-0 pitch, a hard grounder to Billy Boyer at second. There's the toss to Trumbo at first, and gets the out. Two batters, two outs, 2 up, 2 down, as they call it where I'm from. Now batting for the Ogden Raptors, number 43, David Sutherland. Now, Sutherland is a left-handed batter versus this right-handed batter, Mosebach. Let's see how Sutherland and Mosebach do against righties and lefties. David Sutherland bats .352 against right-handed batters. Not bad at all. And Mosebach pitches 7.5 ERA against righties. So a little bit of struggle. What's with lefties? 1.08 against lefties. So much better with left-handed batters. First pitch, though, inside fastball, ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Way outside with a fastball, ball two. 2-0 count now. 2 outs, no runners on for the Raptors. David Sutherland is batting .343 coming into tonight's game, down from .350 last night. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It's a grounder, hard one to Heinle Stacia. He scoops it up backhanded, makes a throw all the way across the diamond to Trumbo. It's high, but he manages to grab it and make out number 3. That ends the bottom of the first inning. Still a scoreless game. Come on back. That ends the bottom of the first inning. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners multiple policy discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Joey Hurley out here in Lindquist Field in Ogden, Utah. We're in the top of the second inning. It's a scoreless game. Mark Trumbo's at the plate right now for the Owls. First pitch, inside curveball, and it catches the corner for strike one. 0-1 count now to Trumbo. There's the 0-1 pitch. It's an inside fastball, very inside, hitting Trumbo's feet. Well, it didn't hit his feet. He moved out of the way because he would have walked. But now it's the 1-1 count for Trumbo, and here comes his next pitch. And he gets a hold of it and pops it foul behind us there. Strike two, 1-2 count. Again, pitching out there for the Raptors is David Pfeiffer. And Trumbo's at the plate right now for the Owls. He bats .338 against left-handed pitchers. Here's the 1-2. High inside fastball. He manages to get a piece of it and pops it foul into the net. Strike two still. 1-2 count for Trumbo. Trumbo against right-handed pitchers bats .241. So slightly better against lefties like Pfeiffer, with an average of .338. No runners on, no outs, 1-2 count for Trumbo. Here comes Trumbo's 1-2 pitch, and a grounder, high chopper up to the pitcher. He scoops it up, makes the throw to first, and gets the out at first base there. That one was pretty hard chopper up in the air. That's one out now for the Owls here in the top of the second. Ground out to the pitcher. No runners on. Now batting for the Orem Owls, number 8, Flint Whipke, the designated hitter tonight. Whipke's batting .274, 12 RBIs, 3 home runs. I haven't seen Whipke play in quite a while. Let's see what he's been doing recently. Over the last 5 games, Whipke has been batting 0. Over the last 10 games, 333, so not bad. He's only had 6 at-bats in the last 10 games. First pitch there, fastball inside corner, strike one. 0-1 count for Whitkey. 1 out, no runners on. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Gets a hold of it and cracks it out into right field. A line drive to Richmond. Richmond does not have to move an inch and grabs it out in right field for out number 2. A line out there to the right fielder. Now batting for the Orem Owls, number 7, Billy Boyer, the second baseman. Boyer's got 2 outs and no runners on base here in the top of the second, scoreless game. Over the last 5 games, Billy Boyer has been batting .400. He's had 3 RBIs, 8 hits, and 2 runs scored in the last 5 games. Not bad. Over the last 10 games, though, only batting .278. Very interesting. Billy Boyer getting ready in the batter's box there. He is batting .242 tonight coming into the game. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Boyer. An inside fastball hits the corner, strike one. Now, these fastballs coming in from Pfeiffer are very inside, and this umpire is calling those inside fastball strikes right out of the gates, as they say. First pitch is always that fastball. There's the second pitch there, the 0-1. It's an outside curve, ball one. 1-1 count now for Boyer. 2 outs, no runners on base. Boyer has 30 RBIs in the season, 8 home runs. Here's his 1-1. Inside fastball makes Boyer scoot back, but it's called strike. 1-2 count now for Boyer. I don't know how he called that one a strike. Boyer was brushed off the plate with it. That's impossible. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Boyer. Lets this one fly. It's a way inside high fastball. Ball 2. 2-2 count now. In the last inning, the Owls, Kuhn reached on an error. Stacia grounded out to a double play, and then Morris grounded out to second base. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Boyer. Swing and a miss. Gets a little tip of it. Drops strike 3. There's a throw to first base. And Billy Boyer strikes out there with a drop, strike 3. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the second. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scaloppini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi? Ravioli, scaloppine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scaloppine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the second inning out here at Lindquist Field. Ogden Raptors versus your Orem Owls at their home here in Ogden, Utah. It's a scoreless game in the bottom of the second, and the Ogden Raptors are up to bat here. Stepping to the plate is Russ Mitchell, the third baseman. In the last inning, the Raptors struck out, ground out to get rid of that inning. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Mitchell. And Robert Mosebach lets this one fly. It's a fastball outside, and that's ball 1. That was actually the slider from Mosebach, pardon me. 1-0 count now for Mitchell. Mitchell is doing fantastic as an Ogden Raptor, batting .294, 53 RBIs. Here's his 1-0 pitch, and it's a grounder foul up the third baseline into the Raptors bullpen for strike 1. So the 1-1 count now for Mitchell. Now, there is a little rivalry, kind of like a BYU, UVSC, USC, UCLA rivalry between the Ogden Raptors and the Orem Owls. It used to be the Provo Angels. Big rivalry between these two guys. Here's the 1-1 to Mitchell, and it's popped out into foul territory there behind us over the right field wall. Strike 2, 1-2 count. That was a long, that was more of a fly-out foul there. A little longer than it was, more distance than it was high. That's what I'm trying to say. So the 1-2 count now for Mitchell. Mitchell's up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 53 runs scored, his 19 doubles. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Mitchell. Gets a hold of it, a hard grounder to Boyer at second. He scoops it up backhanded and ends up making the throw to Trumbo just in time for out number 1. A ground out there to the second baseman Boyer. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Ogden Raptors in the bottom of the second. Scoreless game. Now batting for the Raptors, B.J. Richmond, the right fielder. Richmond is from Belmont, North Carolina. He's batting .292 coming into tonight's game. Just down from .293 last night. Last night in the game, Richmond was one of the few Raptors batters to get a hit. He was 1 for 4 with a single, but then he was caught stealing. That was excellent. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Richmond. It's a grounder to Trumbo at first. Nope, Boyer gets behind him and backs it up, slips in the grass, and still makes the out at first base. Boyer was backed up Trumbo there for that ground ball, and Boyer still managed to make the throw to Mosebach, who covered the first base bag from the ground. Boyer was slipped and still made the throw. That was amazing defensive infielding there. Billy Boyer working really hard to get that out, and well-deserved. So a ground out there to Billy Boyer again. That's 2 in a row. 2 outs now for the Raptors here in the bottom of the second. Scoreless game. Now batting Juan Rivera, the shortstop. Again, Juan Rivera got the MVP defensive player for the Ogden Raptors. It's nothing, I don't think it's official in the Pioneer League or anything, but he got the MVP defensive player for his team here in Ogden. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Rivera. It's a fastball that hits the outside corner. Beautiful pitch. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Didn't even see what hit him there. Nah. Rivera's from San Pedro, Dominican Republic. Here's his 0-1 pitch, and he gets a hold of it foul over the left field wall there. Strike 2. 0-2 count now for Rivera. Already 0-2 in the count. Mosebach is not having to throw a lot of pitches, and he's got 4 ground outs out of the last 5 batters he's faced. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Rivera. Outside fastball, barely misses the low corner. Ball 1. 1-2 count for Rivera. Rivera's batting .263 coming into the game tonight, down from .269 last night. He did play in the game last night. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Rivera, and he gets a grounder, a hard one. That's up the middle. Billy Boyer couldn't get to it this time, and that's going to be a single for Juan Rivera. That's the first hit on the entire game. This one goes to the Raptors. Juan Rivera getting a single there. That one was hard to get. I don't think anyone could have got that one. Billy Boyer had to run back towards second base and just wasn't in time. A nice hard hit up the middle for the Raptors. Okay, so now a runner on first with 2 outs, and now batting Andrew Locke, the left fielder. Locke is from Weymouth, Massachusetts, acquired in the 19th round in 2005. Locke has 12 home runs. That puts him up in the Pioneer League standings for home runs. He's batting .270 coming into tonight's game. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Locke, lets it fly, and it's a slider, hits the outside corner, strike 1. Another beautiful pitch by Mosebach. This batter now is a righty compared to Juan Rivera, who's a switch hitter who is batting from the left. And Mosebach is able to hit those inside and outside corners with his slider and his fastball so far. And he's figured out the strike zone nice and early. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Locke. Mosebach looking in, lets that one fly. And it's a high chopper grounder to shortstop Rivera. The toss to second baseman Boyer with the force out, getting the leadoff runner. And that's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the second. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
Tacos.
Burgers.
Tacos.
Burgers.
What about pasta? No time. Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's.
Cool, let's pick up Cindy.
Karen. Cindy. Oh, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew. It's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thank Lindsay for the Happy Giant song. We are in the top of the third inning. It's still a scoreless game. Only one hit up there on the board. That was a single from Juan Rivera for the Raptors. The Orem Owlz are up to bat here. Bottom three of the lineup: Maldonado, Coles, and Smith. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Maldonado. First pitch, first swing. A grounder to the shortstop, Rivera. The toss across the diamond to first baseman Sutherland is completed for out number one. So one pitch and one up, one down here. Martin Maldonado grounding out to the shortstop. One out for the Owls, no runners on base. Scoreless game in the top of the third. Now batting Josh Coles, the right fielder. Haven't seen Coles play in a couple games at least. Josh Coles, over his last 5 games, has been batting 167. He's had 6 at-bats in the last 5 games. 1 RBI, 1 hit. So that's pretty nice. First pitch to Coles there is a fastball, inside corner, strike one, 0-1 count. That's the fastball from Pfeiffer that he throws for his first pitch there. Usually gets the strike. There's the 0-1 to Coles, and this time it's a low curveball that hit the outside corner, strike two. Already 0-2 in the count for Coles. 1 out, no runners on base. Coles is batting .218 coming into tonight's game, 22 RBIs and 6 home runs. Not bad at all. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Coles, way inside with a fastball that almost swipes him on the belt there. That was a little below the belt, as they say. 1-2 count now for Coles. Coles is from Nampa, Idaho. Last played with Redlands East Valley High School teammate of Brett Martinez, our catcher. Here's the 1-2. Slow curve, misses the outside that time. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for Coles. What can I tell you about Coles as well? Let's see. He's has 39 strikeouts in his last 110 at-bats. About 1 in 3 there. Here's the 2-2. And he swings in a low curve. It's a drop, strike 3. There's a throw to first base, and Coles is thrown out at first there. Drop, strike 3. That is strike number 2 for the Orem Owlz tonight for this pitcher, Pfeiffer. Only 2 strikeouts in the 8 batters that have gone up so far. So 2 outs now for the Owls in the top of the third. Still a score game. No runners on base. Now batting Stantrell Smith, center fielder tonight. Smith is a right-handed batter from Atlanta, Georgia. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Smith. Lets it fly. Outside curveball misses. Ball 1, 1-0 count. This time Pfeiffer, pitcher for the Raptors, uses the curveball in his opening pitch. So the 1-0 count now for Smith. Pfeiffer looking in. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Stantrell Smith, and it's a high pop fly. Underneath it is second baseman Soto. He calls for the catch in right field and makes the catch for out number 3. That was really quick. Off only about 5 pitches. That ends the top of the third. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learned an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountains. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the third inning. It's still a scoreless game out here in Lindquist Field against the Ogden Raptors. The Raptors are up to bat. This is Rick Taloa at the plate right now, the designated hitter tonight. And here comes the 0-0 pitch to Taloa. Lets this one fly. And it's a fastball. Barely misses outside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. Again, still pitching for the Owls, Robert Mosebach. So far, he's got 1 strikeout and 1 hit. All the rest are groundouts over the 7 batters he's faced. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Taloa. It's a low curveball, hits the dirt. Ball 2, 2-0 count now for Taloa. Taloa is from Anaheim, California. 35th round pick, 2005. He's batting .279 coming into tonight's game. Here comes his 2-0 pitch. Gets a hold of it, a chopper up to Dallas Morris at third base. There's the throw to Trumbo across the diamond, and a perfectly executed ground out there for Rick Taloa. So 1 up, 1 down, 1 out here for the Raptors. Here in the bottom of the third, no runners on base, scoreless game. Now batting the catcher, Kinghill Pujols. Pujols is the catcher. He is 9th in the lineup for the Raptors. He's from Beni, Matagorda, Dominican Republic. Batting .203 coming into tonight's game, down from .211 last night. Last night in the game, Pujols went 0 for 3. Ground out, fly out. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Pujols. High fastball outside. He holds up. Ball 1. 1-0 count now for Pujols. Pujols has 2 home runs and 11 RBIs in the season. He's a right-handed batter against this righty Mosebach. There's the 1-0 pitch. Outside fastball. Ball 2. 2-0 count now. Let's see how Pujols does against righties. Hang on just a second. Here comes the 2-0 pitch now to Pujols. Lets it fly. Inside curveball misses. Ball 3. 3-0 count now for Pujols. Against right-handed pitchers like Mosebach, Pujols bats .213. Against lefties, he bats .185, so a little bit better. There's the 3-0 pitch. It's an inside fastball. Ball 4. 4 pitches, 4 balls, and the first walk of the game for Robert Mosebach, pitcher for the Owls. He now has 15 walks on the entire season. 1 out for the Raptors, runner on first base. Now batting is back to the top of the lineup, Adam Godwin, the center fielder. He's a righty from Enterprise, Alabama. What a cool town to live in. These are the adventures of the Starship Enterprise, Alabama. He struck out looking his last at-bat, first batter faced by Mosebach. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Godwin, and he pops it foul behind us there. Off the first pitch, high fastball, strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out, runner on first. Again, Godwin is batting .326, down from .327 last night. Last night he went 1 for 4, getting a single. He's an 11th round draft pick from 2005. Mosebach checking his runner on first base. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Godwin now, and lets this one fly. It's a chopper over the pitcher into second baseman Boyer's glove. Heinle Stacia snags it in front of him and tags the runner coming from first to second base, but that allows Godwin to get on base on a fielder's choice there. That was strange. That one was going right to Billy Boyer, and Heinle Stacia got in front of him and snagged it, and then swiped the runner, Pujols, as he was going to second base there. So Godwin now on first, arriving on a fielder's choice. Okay, 2 outs now for the Raptors here in the bottom of the third. Still a scoreless game. They have a runner on first. Now batting Jesus Soto, the second baseman. Soto grounded out to Billy Boyer, his last at-bat, batting .285 coming into tonight's game. Mosebach's ready. Looks like they're going to go outside. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Soto. It's a pitch out. There's a throw to second base. It's way high and overthrown, and that's going to allow Godwin. Oh, he stays on second base. Good thing Santrell Smith was there in center field to back up that throw, and that's going to be a runner on second now. A stolen base for Adam Godwin, and now the 1-0 count for Soto. That one was, wow, if he would have, that was way overthrown. It was like 5 feet above Billy Boyer's head, and he was jumping about 2 feet off the ground, too. Interesting. Okay, runner on second now, 2 outs, the 1-0 count for Soto. Mosebach checking in. Let's see. Godwin now has 10 stolen bases on the season. Quite a threat out there. Soto's at the plate right now. Soto has 43 strikeouts in his 235 at-bats. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Soto. That's about 1 in 5 or so. Swing and a miss on a slow curve. Strike 1. 1-1 count. He looked pretty foolish swinging on that one. It was very high and very slow, and he was under it and behind it. So strike 1. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Runner on second out there. Let's see how Soto does against right-handed pitchers like Mosebach. He bats .283 against righties, and he bats .290 against lefties. About the same. There's the 1-1 pitch. and it's a fly ball out into center field there, and it's caught by Santrell Smith in center field like a can of corn, leaving runners on base. Fantastic. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the third. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
After watching the Orem Owls hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Sack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Sack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owls, a Love Sack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come sack out for yourself at the Love Sack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Sack.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace. Serving all of Utah County, visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Scoreless game. Only one hit on the board, a single from Juan Rivera for the Raptors. The Orem Owls are up to bat now, though. Bradley Kuhn, top of the lineup at the batter's box. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn, and he bunts it into the air, and it drops into sorry, that was confusing. It was a pop-up bunt, and it jumped over the pitcher and dropped right in the infield in front of second baseman Soto, and no one could get it in time, and Kuhn gets on base with a single. His first hit on the night, and the first hit on the night for the Orem Owls. That's going to be a bunt single for Bradley Kuhn. Those ones are scary. It was a high fastball, and it popped up in the air, but thankfully it went right between the pitcher and the second baseman in that little grass area. So now a runner on first and no outs. Here's Heinle Stacia at the plate. Throw over to first base, and runner still safe over there. Bradley Kuhn with his 17 stolen bases on first base. An interesting first 3 innings. The Orem Owls went down right in order. The first, second, third batter, 3 outs. Second, or fourth, fifth, sixth, 3 outs. There's the 0-0 pitch to Stacia. It's a fastball outside, ball 1. Catcher Pujols throws over to first base to try to pick off Kuhn, but he's safe over there. So the 1-0 count now for Stacia. No outs, no one runner on first base. Of course, there's one runner on first base. They can't share a base, Joey. That'd be fun. Have 2 runners on each base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It would be a super grand slam. It would be a fantastical slam, they should call it. Never mind. Let's stop living in the past, Joey. Stop living in the dream world, okay? Here's the 1-0 pitch to Stacia. It's a bunt up the third base line, nicely laid down. There's the throw to first, and he is out at first base, but Bradley Kuhn gets over to second. A sack bunt there for Heinle Stacia. I think Heinle Stacia has quite a few sack bunts. Let's see. Sack. That will be his 5th sack bunt, or anything sack on the season. Okay, so now a runner on second base with 1 out. That was a nice bunt laid down by Heinle Stacia up the third base line. It was just a bit too hard, and third baseman Mitchell could charge it and still make the throw. So now batting for the Orem Owls will be Dallas Morris, the third baseman. He grounded out to second, his last at-bat. There's a little conference on the pitcher's mound. The pitcher Pujols going out there. Just tell the pitcher Pfeiffer that everything's okay. It's only 1 hit, only a runner on second. But little do they know, it's Bradley Kuhn and Dallas Morris at the plate, which is how we won the game last night. The same situation. Let's see what happens. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Morris, and he gets a hold of it and pops it foul behind us there into the crowd. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Morris. 1 out, runner on second. Morris is batting .321 coming into tonight's game. 50 RBIs, 9 home runs. Good gracious. Let's see how Dallas Morris has been doing recently. Probably pretty darn good. All right, where is that sheet? Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a fastball high and outside. It's the pitch out. And Bradley Kuhn is trying to steal third base there and got caught stealing at third. So it's now the 1-1 count for Morris. 2 outs and no runners on base. Kuhn caught stealing there. Oh, boy. He's been caught stealing now 7 times in the season. Okay. There's the 1-1 pitch, inside fastball, ball 2. 2-1 count now for Morris. 2 outs and no more runners on. Morris is up there in the Pioneer League standings with his 86 hits and his 34 extra base hits. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Morris. Slow curve, and he gets a hold of it, but line drives it right to the shortstop Rivera for out number 3. That ends the top of the 4th. Still a scoreless game. Come on back.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. Whether you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 Quick Dry Nylon River Shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20.
The Wolverine, or Coololascus, makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 four-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
For decades, the Cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. Bottom of the 4th inning out here in Lindquist Field. The Ogden Raptors up at bat. It's still a scoreless game. Only 1 hit on the board for each team. Bradley Kuhn with a bunt single and Juan Rivera with a single. That's the only 2 hits on the entire night. Another interesting game out here. Good defense from the Orem Owls and the Ogden Raptors, not letting anything get through the infield. Now batting for the Ogden Raptors is David Sutherland. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. It's a fastball right over the plate, but for some reason, it's just a little low there. Ball 1. 1-0 count now for Sutherland. Sutherland grounded out to the shortstop his last at-bat. Sutherland is a pretty good batter for the team. Here's his 1-0 pitch, a grounder to Billy Boyer at second. Hard grounder. He scoops it up, makes the throw to Trumbo, and there's another ground out for David Sutherland, and 1 out for the Raptors here in the bottom of the 4th. No runners on, scoreless game. I was talking about Sutherland. He's a very good batter. He's only struck out 24 times in his 232 at-bats, which is amazing. That's like 1 in 10. But you wouldn't be able to tell from his last 2 games, not doing too well. Now batting is Russ Mitchell. Here's the 0-0. It's a slider, misses outside barely. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Mitchell. 1 out, no runners on base. Mitchell grounded out to second base his last at-bat, getting the first out of the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Russ Mitchell. And it's a high pop fly foul behind us there. Strike 1. 1-1 count. A fastball there popping off of his handle. Russ Mitchell is batting .294 coming into tonight's game. He has 53 RBIs in the season and 13 home runs, leading the league with both of those. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Mitchell. Gets a hold of it. The line drive straight up the middle. That one almost hit Mosebach. He gets out of the way just in time, but thankfully he's safe. But it is a single for Russ Mitchell, popping that one right up the middle into center field. Nice hard hit there for Mitchell. That's almost the same thing that Juan Rivera hit for his single. So 2 hits now on the board for the Raptors with their 2 singles. So bottom of the 4th, still a scoreless game. The Raptors have 1 out and a runner on first. Now batting DJ Richmond, the right fielder. Richmond grounded out to second base his last at-bat as well. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Richmond. Lets this one fly. It's a high fly ball out in the left field. Underneath it is Kuhn. And Kuhn makes the catch way back in the warning track like a can of corn. That one dropping in his glove. Real easy-like. Laying it down pretty. and that's out number 2. Fantastic. Still a runner on first base. Fly out there for B.J. Richmond off of the first pitch. Okay, scoreless game in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, runner on first base. Now batting Juan Rivera. Now, Juan Rivera had a single his last at-bat, the first hit on the game for the Raptors. Rivera is batting .263 coming into tonight's game. He went 1 for 4 in Game 1 out here against the Owls with an RBI single. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Juan Rivera. Lets this one fly. It's a fastball, and he hits a high chopper fair up the first base line. Trumbo manages to scoop it up, but cannot make a throw anywhere. It's fair, and this time Juan Rivera gets a single as well. He's now 2 for 2 in the night with 2 singles, and now runners on first and second base with 2 outs. That was a sad thing to watch. Trumbo had to charge the ball up the first base line, so he had no one to cover the first base bag. Mosebach couldn't get there in time, and even if he did, Trumbo couldn't pick it up in time and couldn't make a throw anywhere. There was no one to throw to. So that's a sad way to see a runner get on base. Now batting for the Raptors, Andrew Locke, the left fielder. He's got 2 outs and a runner on first and second. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Locke, and lets this one fly. It's a slider outside, low, ball 1. 1-0 count for Locke. Locke grounded out his last at-bat, and he's batting .290 coming into tonight's game. 0 for 3 in the game last night against the Owls. He was strikeout, ground out, strikeout, and a walk. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Locke. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it, a high pop fly ball out in the left field, and that one is over. That's going to be a home run for Andrew Locke, and he scores himself, Juan Rivera, and Russ Mitchell in for the run scored. A 3 RBI home run there for Andrew Locke. He now has 13 home runs and 28 RBIs in the season, and now the Raptors lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs and no runners on. A 2-out rally here so far for the Raptors, and they now lead 3-0. Wow, that's just what they needed to get a lead, but it's awful for the Owls coming in the 5th and having to get rid of that 3-run deficit already. So that's going to be a home run number 13 for Andrew Locke. 3 RBIs in that as well. He brought in Juan Rivera and Russ Mitchell. That one going over the left field wall. Now batting is Rick Taloa. Here's his 0-0, and he fouls it back there, tipping it, strike 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs, no runners on base. Interesting times. Yeah, that one went over the wall over in left field, maybe about a 400-foot hit over that 20-foot outfield wall out there. Interesting. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Taloa, lets it fly. Slider gets the outside corner, nice pitch, strike 2. 0-2 count now for Mosebach, for Taloa. Mosebach pitching for the Owls. So far, Mosebach, slider, curveball, fastball, and I think the fastball is the one that they're getting a hold of for those singles and the home run. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Taloa. Swing and a miss, and a low fastball gets him strike 3. And Rick Taloa strikes out swinging. That ends the inning, but the Raptors now lead 3-0. Come on back after this.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your Yellow Pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
You've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. We're now on the top of the 5th inning. Sadly, the Ogden Raptors lead 3-0 over the Orem Owls thanks to a 3 RBI home run from Andrew Locke. Ugh, bad time. Batting now for the Orem Owls, middle 3 of the lineup, Trumbo, Whipkey, Boyer. Here comes Trumbo to the plate. Around the Pioneer League, the Casper Rockies are playing the Idaho Falls Chuckers. Casper leads 3-0 in the top of the 2nd. The Missoula Osprey are facing the Helena Brewers. They're tied 1-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo, and he gets a hold of it. A grounder straight up the middle off a first pitch fastball, and that's going to be a single for Mark Trumbo. A beautiful hard hit past the pitcher into center field, right up the middle. Nice hard hit there by Trumbo. First hit on the night for Trumbo, and the second hit on the night for the Orem Owls. So a runner on first with no outs. Now batting the designated hitter, Flint Whipkey. Sound like a PA announcer. Now batting the designated hitter, Flint Whipkey. He lined out to right field his last at-bat. Line out to right field. That's a hard hit. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Whipkey. Lets this one fly. It's a slow curve. It's high. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Also going on in the Pioneer League, the Great Falls White Sox are facing the Billings Mustangs. The White Sox are leading 3-0 over the Mustangs in the top of the 4th. Fun stuff going out in the Pioneer League. Last 7 games of the whole season. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Whipkey. Lets it fly. Way inside with a fastball. Ball 2. 2-0 count now. Let's see. This is a left-handed pitcher, and it looks like they're going to have a little conference on the mound out there. One of the managers for the Raptors going out to the mound to talk to pitcher Pfeiffer. The home run for all your garage door needs is All-Star Garage. All-Star Garage introduces its latest innovation in garage door remodeling, the Virtual Photo, which allows an on-site preview of your new garage door with instant before and after photos before you make the purchase. All-Star Garage, if we can't fix it, we won't charge you. 763-1114. SOS Staffing Services is proud to be a sponsor of Orem Owls Baseball. Is your company looking for top talent? Do you have open positions that must be filled with key players? SOS Staffing Services is Utah County's home team. They have 25 Utah offices strategically placed to recruit top talent. They specialize in permanent placements in all careers, temp to hire, and temporary employment. So the next time your business needs a home run, pick SOS Staffing Services. I did both of those ads from memory. I didn't even look at the paper. Okay, now batting Flint Whipkey. He's got the 2-0 count, runner on first. Here's his 2-0 pitch. Curveball hits the outside low corner. I don't know how that did it. Strike 1. 2-1 count for Whipkey. Runner on first and no outs. So far in the game, Whipkey batting .274 coming into the game tonight. Let's see how he's been doing against left-handed pitchers. Hang on just a second. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Whipkey, and pops it foul behind us there into the net. Strike 2. 2-2 count now. Against left-handed pitchers, Flint Whipkey bats .231. Against righties, .306. So just a little bit lower against left-handed pitchers. Let's see how Flint Whipkey's been doing. His last 10 games, again, batting .333. 6 at-bats in his last 10 games with 2 hits and an RBI. Here's his 2-2 pitch. It's a low slider that hits the inside there in the dirt. Ball 3. 3-2 count now for Whipkey. No outs. Runner on first base. Good plate discipline here for Whipkey. I think he's only swung once for that foul ball. Let's see. Whipkey, 12 RBIs, 3 home runs in the season. He's got a runner on first base. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Whipkey, and cracks it out in the left field. That one's going to go over the fence in the left field. That's going to be a home run for Flint Whipkey, and that brings him home and Mark Trumbo home. A 2 RBI home run for Flint Whipkey. That one flew over the left field wall, bouncing way over in the same spot that other crazy guy hit his home run. That doesn't matter anymore. Flint Whipkey just cut the game. Well, not really half, but now the score is 3-2 in favor of the Raptors here in the top of the 5th inning. That's going to be the 4th home run on the season for Flint Whipkey and his 14th RBI. Fantastic. Wow. Home run from Flint Whipkey. Oh, my gosh. I'm just going to soak it in. Okay, so the score is 3-2 in favor of the Raptors here in the top of the 5th. No outs for the Owls. Now batting Billy Boyer. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. Slow curve, barely misses the outside. Ball 1, 1-0 count. The Whipkey home run, RBI 2. All right, Billy Boyer struck out his last at-bat. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Boyer. High inside fastball. He gets out of the way for it. Ball 2, 2-0 count now. Let's see. Billy Boyer leads his team with strikeouts. He's got 80 strikeouts, with 81 strikeouts in his last 224 at-bats. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Boyer. Cracks it foul over the left field wall there. High fly ball, and that's strike 1. 2-1 count for Boyer. as a team, let's talk about strikeouts and walks and such. As a team, Orem has struck out 644 times as a team. That leads the Pioneer League with amount of strikeouts. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Boyer, and that one's a high pop fly foul over the right field wall this time. Strike 2. 2-2 count now for Boyer, going inside and then outside. Let's see. As a team, Orem has 208 walks and 49 home runs as a team, 656 hits as a team. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Boyer, way inside with a fastball this time, ball 3. The full count now for Boyer. No outs and no runners on. Now we saw Flint Whipke with the full count, and he hit a home run. So let's see what happens to Boyer. Boyer does have 8 home runs in the season and 30 RBIs. Here comes his 3-2 pitch, and it's a high pop fly. Actually going back is the left fielder in shallow left field and still in the air and makes the catch. A big fly ball there out in the left field, and that's out number 1. Billy Boyer flying out to the left fielder. So that's 1 out now for the Owls in the top of the 5th inning. Raptors leading only by 1 run, 3-2. Now batting for the Owls, the catcher tonight, Martin Maldonado, right-handed batter. He grounded out to shortstop his last at-bat, batting .412 coming into the game. Here's his 0-0, high inside fastball, ball 1, 1-0 count. Now Maldonado is batting .412 because he's only had 17 at-bats. He's only struck out 3 of those 17 times, 1 and 5. Here's the 1-0. And it's a pop fly foul behind us there. Strike 1. 1-1 count now for Maldonado. That one's sailing over the dugout. Very nice weather out here in Lindquist Field. A slight breeze blowing from right field to left field about 5 miles an hour. Nice and cool. The sun has set. Here's the 1-1. Way inside fastball. What? Gets the corner. That was impossible. Strike 2. 1-2 count for Maldonado. He had to get out of the way for that one and get brushed off the plate. But it was called strike. Same thing that happened to Boyer the other time, his at-bat. Here's the 1. Nope, taking a little break there. Martin Maldonado is from Naguabo, Puerto Rico. We just acquired him maybe about 3 weeks ago. Here's the 1-2. Same thing, way inside with a fastball, and that one hits the corner for some reason, and that is strike 3. And Martin Maldonado strikes out looking. This inside fastball from the pitcher Pfeiffer for the Raptors can hit that inside corner somehow. I don't know how he's doing it. Maybe the Owls are crowding the plate, or the umpire is blind in one eye, but you never know. Okay, 2 outs now for the Owls. No runners on base. Now batting, Josh Coles, the right fielder. Coles struck out his last at-bat. Here's his 0-0 pitch. It's a slow curve, misses outside, ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 outs, no runners on. Coles so far tonight batting .218 coming into the game. 22 RBIs, 6 home runs. Coles has 40 strikeouts in his last 111 at-bats. Here's the 1-0 to Coles. Gets a hold of it. A high fly ball out in the left field. Underneath his left fielder, Locke, and he makes the catch in left field. A little fly out there by Coles. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 5th. The Raptors now lead 3-2 over the Orem Owls. Come on back.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, "I can give you wings," and he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach hundreds of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, "Wings for you, too." Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. What an exciting game. We're in the bottom of the fifth. The Raptors are still leading 3-2 over the Orem Owls. We just saw a home run from Flint Whipke. Brought himself home and Mark Trumbo in to get those 2 runs. Now batting for the Ogden Raptors is Kings Hill Pujols, the catcher. First pitch cracks a grounder to Billy Boyer and is thrown out at first base. A ground out to second base there for Kings Hill Pujols. Kings Hill Pujols, pardon me. Okay, so 1 out now for the Raptors in the bottom of the fifth. They still lead 3-2. No runners on base. Now batting, Adam Godwin, the center fielder. He struck out looking his first at-bat and then got to base on a fielder's choice and stole a base as well, his last at-bat. Godwin now has 10 stolen bases on the season. First pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. 1-0 count now for Godwin. Robert Mosebach still on the mound out there for the Orem Owls. So far he's struck out only 2 Raptors batters. There's the 1-0 pitch. It's an inside fastball. He goes for the bunt and cannot pull back in time. Gets past him, strike 1, 1-1 count. Godwin was doing one of those running up the first base line kind of bunts, and it got past him. Couldn't pull back. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Godwin. Nope, Mosebach taking a little break out there. The wind has completely died out here in Lindquist Field. It's a very cool night, perfect night for baseball. I just need a mint julep and some suspenders to hook my thumbs underneath. Seems like one of those nights, just Huckleberry Finn style and floating down the Mississippi River and painting fences. Is that the same story? That's Tom Sawyer. That's a different American literature book. Martin Maldonado, the catcher for the Owls, is going out to the mound right now to talk to Mosebach. A pretty lengthy conversation there. And, okay, he's stepping back to his position behind the plate now. 1 out for the Raptors, no runners on. Mosebach looking in. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Godwin and lets this one fly. Here we go. Inside curveball, gets the corner, strike 2. 1-2 count now. Now Mosebach can hit that inside corner with his curveball. Very nice, using that inside of the strike zone that is so huge. Here's the 1-2 pitch now. Outside fastball, drops into the dirt there. Almost passed by Maldonado. Ball 2, 2-2 count now. Let's see how Godwin's been doing. Over his last 5 games, Godwin's been batting .368. Wow, 1 RBI, 7 hits, 4 runs scored over his last 5 games. Here's a 2-2 pitch. It's a high chopper grounder to Billy Boyer at second. The throw to first base, out at first. Another ground out to second base there. That's 2 in a row in this inning. So the Raptors lead 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth. They have 2 outs and no runners on base. Now batting, the second baseman, Jesus Soto. Over Soto's last 5 games, he's been batting .364. 1 run scored, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and 1 home run in his last 5 games. Not bad, Soto. Not bad. Mosebach looking in. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Soto. Lets this one fly. High fastball outside. Ball 1. 1-0 count. 2 outs. No runners on. Soto grounded out to second base his first at-bat and then flew out to center field, getting a third out of that third inning. Batting .285 coming into the game tonight. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Soto. And he cracks a grounder, a hard one to Billy Boyer at second, but he scoops it up, makes the throw to Trumbo. That's the out at first. 3 ground outs in a row, all of them to Billy Boyer. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the fifth. The Raptors still lead 3-2. Come on back.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980. By the United States Air Force, Cross, into the blue. By Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years. And by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I look at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're in the top of the 6th inning, and the Raptors are still leading 3-2 over the Orem Owls. There's been only 3 hits for the Owls and 4 hits for the Raptors, and 2 of them being home runs. Thank you very much. Looks like we have a new pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors. That gets rid of Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer pitched 5 innings. He allowed 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. That's Pfeiffer, starting pitcher for the Raptors. New pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors, and I can't see his number from here. He's got his, he's looking forward. I can't tell. Looks like 11. Yep, number 11, now pitching for the Ogden Raptors. His name is David Horlacher. David Horlacher, now pitching for the Ogden Raptors. He's a right-handed pitcher, 6'3", from St. George, Utah. Wired in the 8th round this year. Horlacher comes into the game with a record of 0-0, a 2.25 ERA on 12 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 8 walks. Must be a true relief pitcher, only getting a few innings here and there. Now batting for the Orem Owls, Santrell Smith, the center fielder. Smith popped out to second base his last at-bat. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Santrell Smith, and Horlacher lets this one fly. It's a slow curve, very high, ball 1, 1-0 count. No outs, no runners on. Santrell Smith batting .271 coming into tonight's game. Last night in the game, Santrell Smith went 0 for 3. Here's his 1-0, and it's a slow curve outside and low, ball 2, 2-0 count. Santrell Smith last night in the game, sack bunt, strikeout, and then Overstreet came in to pinch hit for him. Here's the 2-0, another curveball. This time it drops in the inside corner and gets it. Strike 1, 2-1 count. Over Santrell Smith's last 5 games, he's been batting .143 with no runs scored, only 2 hits over his last 5 games. That's too bad because Santrell Smith is quite a power hitter. There's a 2-1 pitch there, and they haven't put it up on the board yet. I think it was a strike. So here comes the 2-2 pitch now to Smith, and it's a high pop fly foul behind us there. Still the 2-2 count for Smith. No outs, no runners on base. Smith bats .296 against the Ogden Raptors. He's had 29 at-bats against the Ogden Raptors. This is his 29th right here. Here comes his 2-2 pitch, lets it fly. It's a high pop fly again, fouled behind us there. Still the 2-2 count for Smith. Let's see, this is a new pitcher out here, and he's a righty. Let's see how Santrell Smith does against right-handed pitchers. Against right-handed pitchers, Santrell Smith bats .265, as opposed to lefties, .291. About the same. Here's the 2-2. Slow curve hits the inside corner. That's that same pitch that can hit that one corner there. And Santrell Smith strikes out looking. His first strikeout of the night and the 3rd strikeout on the game for the Orem Owls. The Orem Owls have definitely improved their amount of strikeouts in the last couple weeks. It used to be that we'd strike out maybe 10 or 12 times in a game, and now they're almost cutting that amount in half. So only 3 so far tonight in 5 innings. Now batting for the Owls, top of the lineup, Bradley Kuhn. Here's his 0-0, and it's popped foul behind him, strike 1. Okay, we're in the top of the 6th. The Raptors are leading 3-2. We have no runners on base and one out. Kuhn's at the plate right now. Kuhn so far tonight got a hit. First hit on the game for the Owls with his bunt single. He also reached on an error in the out before that. The at-bat before that. Kuhn is a left-handed batter from Willowick, Ohio. Last played with the University of Nashville. He comes into the game batting .308, up from .304 last night. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Kuhn. It's a slow curve that hits the outside corner. Strike 2, 0-2 count now. This is a very mean curve from this pitcher, Horlacher. And it can drop in and hit anywhere he wants. It's very dangerous. We need to be swinging. There's the 0-2. Oh, boy, fastball barely misses the outside. That was close. Ball 1, 1-2 count. If I was more unbiased, I would have said that was a strike. There's the 1-2. Fastball way outside. Ball 2, 2-2 count now for Kuhn. Let's see how Kuhn's been doing. Over his last 5 games, Kuhn's been batting .318. 6 runs scored, 7 hits, and 2 RBIs over his last 5 games. Not bad at all. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Kuhn. Swing and a miss. Low fastball. Strike 3. That one got him swinging, and he tried to scoop that one off the ground and couldn't do it. So Bradley Kuhn strikes out swinging. 2 outs now for the Owls in the top of the 6th. Raptors still leading 3-2. No runners yet on base. Now batting Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. Against Stacia is a switch hitter. He's now batting from the left against this right-handed batter, Horlicher. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Stacia. High fastball, ball 1. 1-0 count, 2 outs, no runners on. Statia's batting .295, down from .300 last night, where he went 0 for 4. Horlicher looking in. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Stacia. Another high fastball outside, ball 2. 2-0 count now. Over his last 5 games, Statia's been batting .250. 4 runs scored, 6 hits, and 2 RBIs over his last 5 games. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Curveball hits the outside corner for some strange reason. Strike 1, 2-1 count. I don't know what this ump is looking at. That one is really sailing outside, and I don't know. Here's the 2-1 pitch now to Stacia. High fastball, ball 3. 3-1 count now. So this pitcher, Horlicher, has been using his fastball to try to hit that outside corner against these left-handed batters, and then he uses his curveball to come inside and try to change up the speed and go inside. So here comes the 3-1 pitch to Stacia, and he pops it foul behind us, making some connection there. 4 strike 2, 3-2 count now. And there's a man walking in front of my booth right now, blocking with a big SpongeBob SquarePants stuffed animal that he won at some kind of carnival. Very nice. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Heinle Stacia. Swing and a miss and a slow curve. There he goes, changing up the speed again with that curveball. And that is 3 strikeouts in a row. This new pitcher, Horlicher, has struck out the side. That ends the top of the 6th. Raptors still leading 3-2. Come on back.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijole! It's Beto's time.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen already in the bottom of the 6th inning. Raptors still leading 3-2. Now batting for the Raptors, David Sutherland. Here's his 0-0. Fastball inside, ball 1. That one barely missing the inside corner. 1-0 count. Robert Mosebach still pitching out there for the Owls, going into his 6th inning of work. So far, Mosebach has allowed only 4 hits. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Sutherland, and it's a line drive into right field. That one's going to get a single for Sutherland, his first hit on the night. That one cracking between Trumbo and Boyer, first and second base, respectively. 5th hit on the night so far for the Ogden Raptors. And now coming to the plate, Russ Mitchell. Mitchell's 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a ground out. Mitchell's batting .294 coming into tonight's game. He's got no outs and a runner on first base. Mitchell is from Cartersville, Georgia. He was an 11th round draft pick in 2003, playing with the Raptors for quite a while. He went 0 for 3 in the game last night against the Owls in game 2. Here's the why did I say it like that? Russ Mitchell last night hit by a pitch, line out, strikeout, strikeout. Last night, a lot of hit by pitches there from Shearer. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Mitchell. Fastball right over the plate, strike 1, 0-1 count now. Mosebach using his fastball for his first pitch there, and it's coming in pretty darn straight. And these guys are not big first pitch swingers, so it's being very successful. 0-1 count now for Mitchell. Runner on first, no outs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it, a high fly ball out in the left center field. Underneath it is center fielder Smith, and he makes the catch way back there on the warning track. High fly ball there, out number 1 for the Raptors. Fly out center field. Okay, bottom of the 6th inning. Raptors leading 3-2. They have a runner on first base and 1 out. Now batting B.J. Richmond, the right fielder. Richmond's 0 for 2 in the night with a ground out and a fly out. He's batting .292 coming into tonight's game. He was 1 for 4 in the game last night with a single, but then he was caught stealing, so it didn't really matter. Got taken off base anyway. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to B.J. Richmond. Lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it, and it's a high fly ball going foul over the left field wall. That one just caught in the... No, there's no wind. It wasn't caught in the wind. It just had a little curve to it and went foul. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Richmond. Richmond has a very interesting stance at the batter's box. He's a left-handed batter, and he stands straight up in the air. No bending knees. His elbows are up real high, bat high above his head. We've seen that with a couple other players out in the Pioneer League with that high stance. There's something going on in the field. I don't know what's going on. The ump is looking. They're all looking over into left field for something. I don't know what's going on over there. Okay, it looks like they're ready to go. Looks like there's a little bit of action in the bullpen of the Orem Owls. Warming up there is Kevin Lynch, our closing pitcher, warming up in the bullpen for the Owls. Okay, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Richmond. That took a long time. And lets this one fly there. Slow curveball outside, ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs, and runner on first. The crowd is angry about that for some reason. A lot of the times that curveball has been hitting that outside corner. I don't know. Oh, he did get it. It is strike 2. Okay, 0-2 count now for Richmond. Mosebach looking in, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's another pop 1 foul over the left field wall. Same place there. Still the 0-2 count for Richmond. Let's see how Richmond's been doing recently. Richmond bats .267 over his last 5 games. 2 runs scored, 4 hits, 4 RBIs, and a home run over his last 5 games. Not bad at all, BJ. Looking at his runner on first, Mosebach. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Richmond. And lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it, a grounder to Morris at third. He throws all the way to first to Trumbo, and it bounces out of Trumbo's glove at first base. B.J. Richmond gets on base on an error, and that allows David Sutherland to get to third base. He was going to go home, but Trumbo charged towards home plate, and Sutherland went back to third. So they haven't put that up as an error yet. Maybe it wasn't, because Morris threw it. Now they call that a hit. The throw to Trumbo was just a little low, and it looked like it bounced in and out of his glove, kind of hitting the dirt there, and a little bit overthrown. Okay, so now runners on the corners with 2 outs here for the Raptors. B.J. Richmond getting on base there with a single. Another hit on the night for the Raptors. Okay, the Raptors lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. They have 2 outs and runners on the corners. Now batting will be Juan Rivera, the shortstop. Martin Maldonado, catcher for the Owls, going out to the mound to give a little chat to Mosebach out there. Still action in the Owls bullpen. Kevin Lynch, and I think Tim DeGeorgis warming up out there. I think that's Tim. Can't tell. I have really bad eyes. Okay, there's an elephant out there on the field. No, I'm just kidding. Bad eyes. There's the 0-0, high fastball, ball 1. 1-0 count, 1 out, runner in the corners for the Raptors. Let's see, Rivera's batting .263. He's 2 for 2 in the night with 2 singles. Very dangerous guy to have at the plate right now. This is the meat of their lineup so far in the game tonight. Rivera, Locke, and B.J. Richmond doing all the most of the work for the Raptors. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Rivera. Lets this one fly. Runner goes. It's a swing and a miss and a high fastball. There's a throw to second, and Heinle Stacia grabs it and tags the runner getting to second base. That was B.J. Richmond getting caught stealing there for B.J. Richmond. Nice play at the second base bag by Heinle Stacia and Martin Maldonado for the Owls. And now, I guess that's only 2 outs. Yeah, it was only 1 out before. So that's now 2 outs with a runner on third base. And the 1-1 count for Rivera. Yeah, I thought it was, I guess it is only 2 outs now. All right. I shouldn't pay attention to the scoreboard. I should trust myself and not machine. You never trust computers, because one day they will turn on their masters. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Rivera, way outside with a curveball. Ball 2. 2-1 count now. Mosebach's trying to hit that outside corner with his curveball away from this left-handed batter. That one just got a little bit away from him. 2-1 count, 2 outs, runner on third base now. Another batter caught stealing. Here's the 2-1, and it's popped foul behind us into the net. Strike 2, 2-2 count now. Let's see, B.J. Richmond has been caught stealing now 4 times out of his 16 attempts. So Juan Rivera at the plate right now. He's got 14 RBIs, 1 home run. He played in the game 1 against the Owls. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Way inside with a fastball, almost dropped by Maldonado, catcher for the Owls, but he stays on top of it. Still, now that's the 3-2 count for Rivera. 2 outs, runner on third base. We don't want the Raptors to get any more of a lead. We're only one run behind them in this game so far. So Rivera steps back into the batter's box there. Mosebach looking in. Yep, that is Tim DeGertis out there, warming up in the Owls bullpen. There's the 3-2. It's a high grounder, chopper up the middle. But Stacia grabs it, throws to first, and gets the out at first base, ending that inning. Great play by Heinle Stacia, keeping it in the infield and getting the ground out. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 6th. Raptors still lead 3-2. Come on back.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, la carbonara, calzone.
Scaloppini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, capellini, salame, pancetta, Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone, Pepsi.
Pepsi? Ravioli, scaloppine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scaloppine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola, Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto, Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
One of the unsung heroes at the ballpark is the groundskeeping crew. It's up to them to ensure the field looks its best on game day. While your yard may not take the same pounding as the turf at a baseball stadium, it still deserves professional care. More Utah County residents rely on the pros at Frederico Landscaping Incorporated. They're now celebrating their 25th year of providing custom residential landscaping. For all your landscaping needs, including water features and grounds maintenance, you can rely on Frederico Landscaping. See their work online at fredericolandscaping.com.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Raptors still lead 3-2 over your Orem Owls. Someone just proposed to someone out here in Lindquist Field. They have a Jumbotron over here, and it said, Brittany Smith, will you marry me, love Christian? That was very nice of him to propose to someone in front of about 4,000 people here at a baseball game. Maybe they're both into baseball, and it might be the proper place to do it. I helped a lot of people propose to each other when I worked in the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland. They'd want to propose to their fiancé or bride-to-be under the waterfall in the jungle ride. That's a pretty special thing to do. Now batting for the Orem Owls is Dallas Morris, third baseman. First pitch, high fastball inside, ball 1. The Raptors lead 3-2 here in the top of the 7th. The Owls are up bat, no runners on, no outs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Morris. Gets a hold of it, fouls it back there, popped up into the net. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Morris so far tonight, ground out and a line out. Both of them getting the third out of that inning. Thank you. I have some scores going on out in the Pioneer League's world. Here's the 1-1 to Morris. Another one fouled back. Strike 2, 1-2 count. The Casper Rockies are still with the Idaho Falls Chuckers. The Idaho Falls Chuckers are leading 8-4 over the Rockies in the bottom of the 3rd. This is excellent. If the Casper Rockies lose, that puts us 2 games ahead of them. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Morris. High pop fly going foul over the grandstands there. Still the 1-2 count. So the Idaho Falls Chuckers are ahead by 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd over the Rockies. Helena and Missoula. Missoula's ahead 3-1 in the top of the 5th. Great Falls is ahead Billings 6-1 in the top of the 5th. Weird times. Here's the 1-2, and Morris grounds that one to the second baseman Soto. And there's the throw to first base for out number 1. That's a ground out there for Dallas Morris to the second baseman Soto. 1 out now for the Owls. No runners on. Now batting Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. Thank you. So far tonight, Trumbo has grounded out and had a single. What is this? Some kind of score from another sport that I don't understand. 3rd quarter? What is that, hockey or something? Here's the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. That is strike 1. 0-1 count now to Trumbo. You know, I just started to learn baseball. Don't go and throw hockey scores at me. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. Maybe it's basketball. I don't know. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low curve hits the inside low corner. Nope, just misses. Ball 1. Excellent. 1-1 count for Trumbo. 1 out. No runners on base. Trumbo's batting .268 coming into tonight's game. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another curveball coming inside. This time he decides to swing on it. Strike 2. 1-2 count now for Trumbo. Trumbo's a right-handed batter from Anaheim, California. Last played with the, Villa Park High School. That's right. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Curveball outside. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for Trumbo. Over the last 5 games, Trumbo's been batting .174. 4 hits, 1 home run, and 3 RBIs over his last 5 games, though. Not bad at all. Pitcher looking in. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Trumbo. Checks his swing and an outside fastball. That one passed, and that is the 2-2 count now. No, that was ball 3. Pardon me. 3-2 count now for Trumbo. 1 out, no runners on base. Still pitching out there on the mound for the Raptors is David Horlatcher. He's a right-handed pitcher. So far, he has struck out 3 Owlz batters. The first 3 batters he faced, he struck out the side. It was hard to watch. Ugh. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Trumbo. Checks his swing and an inside fastball, and that's good for ball 4. And Mark Trumbo gets walked. His second time on base tonight, this time for a ball 4. That's the first walk in the game for the Orem Owlz. Their first time on base, on a base on balls. Okay, so runner on first with 1 out. Now batting, Flint Whipke, the designated hitter, or should I say the super fantastic hitter, had a home run his last at-bat that brought in himself and Mark Trumbo, helping cut down that lead. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Whipke. It's a fastball that hits the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count, 1 out, runner on first. Whipke now has 4 home runs on the season and 14 RBIs, batting .274 coming into tonight's game. He's been batting .333 over his last 10 games. He only had 6 at-bats in his last 10 games. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Whipke. Slow curve, misses the high corner barely. Ball 1, 1-1 count. This pitcher, Horlatcher, has a mean curve I was talking about before. Has a big loop on it, and it can just drop in like a little, like a grenade, hitting whatever spot he needs. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Whipke. Lets this one fly. High curveball inside again. Ball 2, 2-1 count now. Still a runner on first and 1 out. Trumbo over there on first base has 2 stolen bases on the season. He's not a big base stealer, but he is an excellent base runner. He has 2 caught stealings and 2 stolen bases on the season so far. Whipke's at the plate right now with a 2-1 count. Pitcher looking in. Here's the 2-1, and it's fouled back right in front of my face there. Strike 2, 2-2 count. Pop fly into the net. Foul. Let's see. How's Whipke been doing? Over Whipke's only had 64 at-bats. This is his 65th at-bat, and he's struck out 21 times in those 63 at-bats, so 1 in 3 still. And Whipke taking a little break out there, calling for time. Let's see, Whipke has no stolen bases. He's been caught stealing once. Let's see, he has 4 doubles, no triples, 17 hits in the season. 4 doubles, though. That's not bad at all. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Whipke. Lets this one fly. It's an outside fastball. It barely misses. Ball 3. Again, another full count for Flint Whipke. The last time Whipke had a full count, he hit a home run. So let's see what happens now. 3-2 count, 1 out, runner on first base. Same situation as last time, where Whipke was at the plate and Trumbo was on first. And there's a throw over to first base. Trumbo still safe, trying to dive there head first into the plate. What was I going to say? Whipke hit Trumbo represents the tying run. Flint Whipke represents the go-ahead run. Some of the new terms I've learned working with Chris Peterson, my other wingman. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch to Whipke. Runner goes, and it's a high fly ball out into right field, still up in the air. Underneath it's right fielder Richmond, and Richmond makes the catch, and Trumbo tags back in time. Whipke was mad about that one. He slapped his hands in disgust. I wanted that to drop in foul territory at least, but caught by Richmond. So Flint Whipke flies out this time to the right field. 2 outs now for the Owlz in the top of the 7th. Raptors still leading 3-2. We still have a runner on first with 2 outs. Now batting Billy Boyer, the second baseman. Now Boyer has a lot of opportunities when there's a runner on base and 2 outs. Let's see. With runners on base, Billy Boyer bats .219. Okay, here we go. 0-0 count. Here's the pitch to Boyer. Fastball, outside corner, gets it. Strike 1, 0-1 count. Now, Boyer started out the season as a switch hitter. He's exclusively now a right-handed batter, batting from the right. That one hit the outside corner with a fastball. Okay, so now Billy Boyer represents the go-ahead run for the Owls. He's got the 0-1 count, 2 outs, and a runner on first. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Boyer, lets it fly. A curveball hits the outside corner, strike 2. 0-2 count now for Boyer. We need to use these opportunities when we get on base to their fullest advantage and move the runners over and score the runs. You know, you can't, do it later. Don't postpone that. Get it done now. And that's, equal to saying play baseball better. There's the 0-2 pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 3. And Billy Boyer strikes out looking. His second strikeout of the night. That was awful to watch. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 7th. Raptors still lead 3-2. Come on back.
Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners multiple policy discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
Hey fans, have you poured concrete lately? Did you order 8 yards and only use 6? Did you have to pay for what you didn't use? Do you want an alternative? Then log on to gotconcrete.com. We deliver fresh concrete mixed right on your site from as little as a quarter yard to 8 yards. No more calculating exactly or ordering an extra half yard to be safe. We service customers from Santa Quinn to Point of the Mountain. Find us at gotconcrete.com.
Tacos. Burgers. Tacos. Burgers.
What about pasta?
No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy. Karen. Cindy, oh man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Raptors are still leading 3-2 over the Orem Owls. They've taken out Mosebach. A little pitching change for the Orem Owls. Looks like we're going to have a relief pitcher out there. Mosebach pitched 6 innings. He allowed 6 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. He walked 1, and he struck out 2 Raptors batters. Now pitching for the Orem Owls, Tim DeGeorgis. I saw DeGeorgis warming up a couple innings ago in the bullpen. So Tim DeGeorgis comes into the game here in the bottom of the 7th. He comes into the game with a record of 3-1, a 2.89 ERA on 43 2/3 innings pitched. He's got 54 strikeouts and 17 walks. Wow. He's facing the bottom 3 of the lineup. Here's Andrew Locke at the plate. First pitch fastball inside, ball 1. 1-0 count, no outs, no runners on. Here's the 1-0. Fastball outside corner, gets it. Strike 1. 1-1 count now for Locke. Let's see if I can tell you a little bit more about Tim DeGeorgis. Hang on just a second. He's taking a little break out there on the mound. Martin Maldonado going out to the mound to talk to him. Now, Tim DeGeorgis has a couple different fastballs. He's got the 1-seamer and the 4-seamer. They come in for about 89 miles an hour. The 1-seamer is the one that has a bit of movement on it. The 4-seamer uses for control. Now, DeGeorgis has a slider that he uses for his strikeout pitch. The slider comes in pretty slow, about 77 miles an hour. That's pretty slow for a slider. Okay, bottom of the 7th. Raptors leading 3-2. They don't have any runners on or any outs. Locke at the plate right now for the Raptors. Here's his 1-1 pitch, and he pops it foul behind us over the right field grandstand. Strike 2. 1-2 count now for Locke. Let's see how Tim DeGeorgis has been doing. Over Tim DeGeorgis' last 5 games, he's pitched 3 2/3 of an inning. He's allowed 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. That was the last outing for Tim DeGeorgis. Here's his 1-2 pitch. It's a slow curve, and he pops it foul again over the right field wall. Still the 1-2 count for Locke. Let's see, what else can I tell you about DeGeorgis? With his 54 strikeouts and 17 walks in 43 2/3 innings pitched and a 2.89 ERA, that's really darn good. He's one of the best on the team. There's the 1-2, and it's a grounder down the third base line, and it's fair. It gets past Dallas Morris as he tried to dive for it, and that's going to be a single for Andrew Locke. His second hit of the game. He had a home run his last at-bat, and now a single. Curses. So the first batter faced for Tim DeGeorgis gets a double. Pardon me, a single. Okay, Raptors leading 3-2 in the bottom of the seventh. They now have a runner on first with no outs. Now batting Rick Taloa, the designated hitter. Taloa so far tonight, a ground out and a strikeout. Taloa is batting .279 coming into tonight's game. Tim DeGeorgis out there, a right-handed batter from Tucson, right-handed pitcher from Tucson, Arizona. Watch it, Joey. Watch it. Trying to find my chapstick. There we go. All right, now batting Rick Taloa. DeGeorgis makes a little fakey move over there at first base. Runner still safe over there and just kind of showing a little intimidation. There's a throw over to first. Runner still safe, having to dive back in head first. On first base is Andrew Locke. And Locke has no stolen bases and only one time caught stealing. So not a threat over there on first base. We've got to concentrate on the batters at the plate, not allow any more hits. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Taloa. Outside fastball. And that's the one-seamer fastball. Ball one. 1-0 count, no outs, and runner on first. The DeGeorgis pitcher for the Owls went to Saguaro High School. He goes to attends Regis University studying business. Checking his runner on first base right now. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Taloa. Fastball misses outside. There's a throw over to first base. Runner still safe, barely. Maldonado trying to get that throw over to first for the pickoff move, but it's unsuccessful. So that's ball two. 2-0 count, no outs, runner on first base. Taloa's at the plate right now. He's from Anaheim, California. Grounded out to first base, his first at-bat, then struck out swinging. He's batting .279 coming into the game. Here's his 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss and a slow curve. Strike one. 2-1 count now for Taloa. Beautiful pitch there by DeGeorgis. Very slow and changing up the speed quite a bit. Let's see this Taloa guy for the Raptors. How's he been doing? He is batting .333 over his last 5 games. Not bad. .429 over his last 10 games. That's pretty good. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Taloa. Another curveball. This time he gets a hold of it. It's a grounder, foul up the third base line. Barely going foul there. Strike two. 2-2 count. I thought that one was going to stay fair. Pardon me. I had to stretch my neck out. Well, night has fallen out here in Ogden, Utah. What time is it? It is approximately 8:40, 8:30 or so. And no wind out here in Lindquist Field. Now, tonight's Game 3 in the 3-game series against the Raptors. We go home tomorrow, and we play the Raptors in a 4-game set, but we're at our homes. Home field advantage there. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Taloa. Gets a hold of it, a high chopper grounder to Stacia at shortstop. He loses the ball and cannot make a throw, and that allows Taloa to get on base. And they're going to call that an error on Heinley Stacia, dropping the ball out there literally. And Rick Taloa reaches on that error. Error number 2 for the Owls. That one going to Heinley Stacia, the shortstop. He had it in his glove, and when he went to throw it, you know how they transfer the ball from the glove to the bare hand? It just flew out and bounced behind him. Curses. Curse you, glove. Why must you be so slippery? All right. Bottom of the 7th inning. Raptors leading 3-2. They now have runners on first and second base with only 1 out. Why do they have 1 out? How did that happen? Somebody caught stealing? How'd they get that 1 out? I don't think they have any outs. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. Time will tell. Yes, time will tell. Very good. Okay. Now batting for the Ogden Raptors, number 33, Kengshil Pujols, the catcher from Bani Matagorda, Dominican Republic. So far tonight, Pujols has walked and grounded out. 0 for 1. He's got a .203 batting average coming into the game. No outs. Runner on first and second for the Raptors. Pujols taking a little break there. Nope. Okay, he's ready. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Pujols. He shows bunt. Pulls back, but a curveball hits the outside corner. Strike one. Beautiful 0-1 count for Pujols. Over his last 5 games, Pujols has been batting .273. 3 hits, no RBIs, no home runs. 2 scored over his last 5 games. Here's the 0-1 pitch now to Pujols. DeGeorgis looking in, pitcher for the Owls. Likes what he sees, checks his runner on second. There's the 0-1, and it's a bunt at the third base line. DeGeorgis charges it, makes the throw. Nope, cannot make the throw anywhere. And that's going to be a single for Kensho Pujols, and now the bases are loaded with no out. Oh, so DeGeorgis comes in here in the 7th inning, and now the bases are loaded for the Raptors with no out. Curse those Raptors and their in their white uniforms with their blue socks. Who do they think they are? You Raptors. Okay, bases loaded, no outs. Now batting for the Raptors, top of the lineup, Adam Godwin, the center fielder. He's only got 1 home run and 20 RBIs in the season, so should be okay. He is batting .326, though. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Godwin. Nope, the Dodgers taking a break there. Let's see how Godwin's doing. He's got, 27 strikeouts in his last 174 at-bats. Well, I guess that's all right. There's the 0-0. It's a curveball. It hits the inside corner, dropping in there. Strike one. 0-1 count. Now, we've seen the Owls in bases-loaded situations before with no outs, and we've seen them get out of them. It's all up to the pitcher. A couple ground outs, a double play, maybe a strikeout or two. That's all we need. Come on. That's all we need, baby. Come on, just do that thing. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Godwin. Swing and a miss. Slow curve. Strike two. Nice. Trying to chase that one low. 0-2 count now for Godwin. I need some water. Blah. Talking so much. Okay, over the last 5 games, Godwin has been batting .368. Ouch. 1 RBI, 7 hits, 4 runs scored over his last 5 games. Curse him and his runs scored. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nope, taking a little break again. Wow, they're really taking their time out here. Now, let's see. DeGurgis is a right-handed batter facing this right-handed pitcher. Why do I keep saying that? DeGurgis, pitcher for the Owls, righty. Righty at the plate right now. And his name is, Godwin. There's the 0-2, and a curveball misses outside. Ball 1. 1-2 count now for, I can't remember his name. Godwin. There we go. Let's see how Godwin does against right-handed pitchers. Hopefully it's very bad. Let's see. He bats .303 over against righties. There's the 1-2 and a slow curve. It's a line drive right to Heinle Stacia. He makes the throw to second base and gets the out at second for the double play. Ba-bam-bam! Oh, my gosh. A line drive right to Heinle Stacia. He looked down the runners so to make sure they wouldn't run, and then made the toss to Boyer to cover the second base bag and get the out number 2. Oh, my gosh. That was an amazing piece of defensive work by Heinle Stacia. Line out into a double play. Fantastic. Stacia managed to catch the ball on his knees. It was going to go over his head, so he dropped down to make sure he would get it in his glove. He looked down the runner at third, made sure he wasn't running, and then made the toss to Boyer and got the out at second. Double play. 2 outs now for the Raptors. Now batting Jesus Soto. Runners on the corners. Whew. Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Jesus Soto, and it's popped foul over the right field wall there. Strike one. 0-1 count. Regardless of whatever else happens, Heinle Stacia might just get the player of the game for that one move. That was amazing. Zeke Zimmerman, pitching coach for the Orem Owls, stepping out to the mound to talk to Tim DeGurgis here. Did you know that Stephen Henniger College offers students of all ages a no-nonsense, fast-track approach to your education? They can help you achieve your education and career goals with associate and bachelor's degrees in medical, business, and computer fields. Stephen Henniger College offers financial aid to those who qualify and scholarships for high school juniors and seniors. They offer work-friendly class schedules, small class sizes, hands-on training, and career services. Take a tour of the new Orem campus on Sand Hill Road, 1 block south of the Orem Super Walmart. Call 375-5455 for an appointment. Hours are 8 to 8. That's 375-5455. When the Owls built their stadium, they went with a contractor that kept an eye on beauty, comfort, and detail. For your next building project, let Marcon Incorporated create that beauty, comfort, and detail for you. They specialize in custom new construction, remodels, and additions. Marcon Incorporated, general contracting. Let them take the hassle out of your construction needs. All right, we're ready to go again. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th. Raptors leading 3-2. They have runners on the corners and 2 outs. Now batting is Jesus Soto with the 0-1 count. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Slow curve. He gets a hold of it and flies out to left field, and it's caught with a diving catch by Bradley Kuhn in left field. Diving in front of him, making that catch. This is the best defensive inning I've seen in a long time. That's 3 outs, leaving runners on base. That ends the bottom of the 7th. Raptors still leading 3-2. Come on back.
I'm here with Alex Nibley and Amanda Pettingill, an instructor and a student from Amber's Battle, the new movie shot at Utah Valley State College. So, Alex, what were your roles on this project?
I wrote the script for Amber's Battle, and I was one of the 2 professors that put together what came to be called the Digital Cinema Boot Camp.
You learned an immense amount, something that you can't be taught in the classroom.
During that time, we produced 2 movies and 1 television show. You know, it's real filmmaking. It's not just kids running around with video cameras.
Amanda, what is it like to be female in this industry?
You are in smaller numbers, but in a way you can use it to your advantage because women will stick out more.
What is the future for film at UVSC?
UVSC has set its sights on becoming the premier film training institution in Utah, if not the whole Intermountain West, and I think they can become one of the best in the country.
I enjoy working on these productions, and that is why UVSC is my choice.
For teaching film production, UVSC is my choice.
The United States Air Force salutes the athletes competing in today's game. They know in sports, like in life, you have to step up to the challenge to succeed. If you have high aspirations and want to be part of another champion team, join the United States Air Force. You'll receive training in a variety of fields and become part of an elite group of men and women dedicated to the service of this great country. Call 1-800-423-USAF or log on to airforce.com. The United States Air Force. Cross into the blue.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. What a great game out here tonight. It's the top of the 8th inning. The Raptors still lead 3-2. New pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors. That'll do it for, David Horlatcher. Horlatcher pitched 2 innings. He allowed 1 walk and struck out 4. No hits, no runs, no earned runs for him. New pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors. His name is Miguel Ramirez. His number is 34. Ramirez now pitching for the Raptors. Ramirez comes into the game with a record of 0-0, a 1.35 ERA, and 6 2/3 innings pitched. Only 11 strikeouts and 2 walks for this new pitcher, Ramirez. Now batting for the Orem Owls, Martin Maldonado, the catcher. The last inning was the best defensive inning I've ever seen in my entire life in any baseball game. A line out into a double play, and then a diving catch in left field by Bradley Kuhn, getting out of a bases-loaded situation. I couldn't believe it. So here's Martin Maldonado at the plate, and here's his 0-0 pitch. It's a fastball, swing and a miss inside, strike 1. 0-1 count, no outs, no runners on. So far tonight, Maldonado ground out and a strikeout. I feel like I'm talking very fast. There's just so much stuff going on. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Maldonado, lets it fly, gets a hold of it, cracks it out in the left field. That one's going fair, and that one is gone. A home run for Martin Maldonado. His first home run on the entire season as an Owls player. Off an 0-1 pitch, pops a home run over the left field wall, and the score is now tied 3-3 here in the top of the 8th inning. Martin Maldonado scores, ties it up. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is too much. This is like baseball overload out here in Ogden. Woo! So lead-off home run there by Martin Maldonado. Good gracious. So all of the runs scored for the Owls tonight have been on home runs. Now batting Josh Coles, right fielder. First pitch, fastball inside, ball 1. 1-0 count, no outs, no runners on base. The score is now tied 3-3 in the top of the 8th. Oh my gosh. Here's the 1-0 to Coles. Swing and a miss, low curve, strike 1. 1-1 count now. Martin Maldonado, his first home run on the entire season, and now he has 2 RBIs on the season as well, bringing in himself for his second RBI. Wow. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Coles. Fastball, outside corner, gets it. Strike 2, 1-2 count now for Coles. Coles so far tonight, strikeout, fly out. He's batting .218 coming into the game tonight. 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. Wow. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss and a low curve, and that is strike 3. And Josh Coles strikes out swinging yet again. That was a hard one to get. It was high, slow, and curving. Interesting. Okay, so 1 out now for the Orem Owls here in the top of the 8th. The score is tied 3-3. Now batting Santrell Smith, center fielder. No runners on base. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Smith. Lets it fly. It's a high inside fastball. That almost hits Smith on the stomach, but he manages to get out of the way there for ball 1. 1-0 count now to Smith. I need some water after that last. All right, here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, my gosh, swing and a miss, outside curve. I think he was expecting a fastball again, and that one went way outside and curved, very slow, strike 1. 1-1 count, 1 out, no runners on. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Smith. Outside fastball, he does not swing. Ball 2, 2-1 count now for Smith. Now we still have this at bat, and then one more to get the lead in the game here. It should be pretty easy for the Owls. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss, slow curveball again, strike 2. Oh, 2-2 count now for Smith. He is having a lot of trouble with those curveballs recently. swinging outside at them. Oh, it's hard to watch. I know he can do it. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss. Slow curveball going high that time. Strike 3. And Santrell Smith strikes out swinging. So this inning so far, home run, solo, strikeout, strikeout. Oh, my gosh. Okay, top of the 8th, scores tied 3-3. Now batting for the Orem Owlz here, top of the lineup, Bradley Kuhn. Kuhn has 2 outs and no runners on. Kuhn so far tonight has reached an error. He's had a single and a strikeout. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Fastball inside, dropped by the catcher. Ball 1, 1-0 count. No runners on base to advance, though. Last night in the game, Kuhn went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. He was caught stealing in one of those. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Kuhn. Lets this one fly. Fastball barely misses the outside low corner. That was close, man. Ball 2. The crowd out here is 2-0 count now for Kuhn. That's my impression of the Ogden Raptor crowd. No runners on. 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Kuhn. Lets it fly. Fastball outside corner. That one gets it. Strike 1. 2-1 count now for Kuhn. Let's see how Kuhn does against right-handed pitchers like Ramirez. He bats .327 against righties. There's his 2-1 pitch. Fastball hits the outside corner again. Strike 2. 2-2 count now for Kuhn. Kuhn is a left-handed batter, and against righties, he bats .327. Ramirez a right-handed pitcher. Okay, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and lets this one fly. Checks his swing and an inside fastball. Nice check swing there from Kuhn. Ball 3. That was darn close. Good hold up on the bat there. I was very impressed. 3-2 count now for Kuhn. 2 outs and no runners on. Kuhn now represents the go-ahead run for the Orem Owlz. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Kuhn, and lets this one fly. Slow curve hits the outside corner. I don't know how. Strike 3, and Bradley Kuhn strikes out looking. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 8th. The score is now tied 3-3. Come on back.
Okay, I have got to know. How do you keep your house so clean? You have pets and kids, and yet your house is always spotless. So tell me, what's your secret?
It's no secret. It's the Clean Home. I have them come in once a week, which saves me from cleaning on the weekends and gives me more time with the kids. The Clean Home is one of the best investments I've ever made. For daily, weekly, or monthly service, give them a call. They're in your yellow pages and online at thecleanhome.com. The Clean Home, because we all have better things to do.
Out and Back is your Utah Valley source for all your family's outdoor adventure needs. Serving Utah County for over 17 years. We have a wide stock of excellent gear and clothing from Mountain Hardware, the North Face, and Sierra Designs, along with the Valley's largest selection of Chaco sandals. If you go camping, climbing, hiking, or mountaineering, we have what you need. Let us take care of you. Out and Back, 1797 South State Street, Orem. Bring in your Owlz ticket stub within 7 days after the game and get up to 3 pair of our $14.95 quick-dry nylon river shorts for only $4.95. Or mention this ad and get 2 pair of $6.95 outdoor socks free with any purchase over $20. After watching the Orem Owlz hit home runs all night, it's time to have a great reason to run home. Nothing beats a Love Sack waiting for you. Oversized sacks from Love Sack may look like huge bean bags, but they are filled with extra soft Durafoam and come in a variety of designer covers ready to match any lifestyle. But just like the Owlz, a Love Sack is something you've got to see in person to really appreciate. Come sack out for yourself at the Love Sack store in the Riverwood Shopping Center in Provo, or any of the other locations across the Wasatch Front. For the original and still the best oversized sack, there's only Love Sack.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in. This is the most exciting game I've seen in quite a while. Last night was great. This is even better. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The score is tied 3-3. Tying up the game was a solo home run from Martin Maldonado, his first home run of the season and first home run as an Orem Owlz player. And what a time to do it. The perfect time. Up to bat this inning for the Ogden Raptors, David Sutherland, still facing Tim DeGeorgis out there on the mound, pitching for the Owlz. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Sutherland. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball, strike 1. Gets him 0-1 count. No outs, no runners on. Sutherland so far tonight is 1 for 3 with a single, 2 ground outs. He's batting 343 on the season coming into tonight. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it is fouled over the left field wall there. Strike 2, 0-2 count now. There's no safe places here in Ogden in the Lindquist Field here in Ogden. Foul balls just fly everywhere. No one is safe. No one is free from the clutches of the foul ball. All right, the DeGeorgis pitcher for the Owlz looking in. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Sutherland, and it's a pass ball on the inside with a curveball, and that's going to be ball 1, 1-2 count. Thank goodness there was no one on base. Now, Tim DeGeorgis is I don't think he's a big wild pitch guy. He's only had 4 wild pitches, but he's pitched 43 2/3 innings, so that's pretty darn good. The leader on the team for wild pitches is Lennon Murillo with 9. Good gracious. Okay, there's the 1-2 pitch, and it's a grounder. Fouled on the third base line, barely rolling foul. Still the 1-2 count for Sutherland. Sutherland's a pretty dangerous guy. He's got 4 home runs and 47 RBIs. Last night in the game, though, he went 0 for 4 with, let's see, what did he do? Strikeout, ground out, fly out, strikeout. Take that, Sutherland. Not so. Sutherland isn't anymore, is it? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's see how Sutherland bats against right-handed pitchers like De Jesús. Okay, Sutherland bats 352 against righties. Not bad. Here's the 1-2, and it's a high fly ball out in the left center field. Underneath it is Kuhn. That one's going to bounce off the wall in left field. Looks like it's going to be a double for, nope, he's going to third. They can't make the throw in. They lose the ball out there in third. Here comes the throw, and David Sutherland is safe on third base with a triple. A triple there for David Sutherland. Holy cow. That one bounced off the wall in left field. Kuhn bobbled it a bit, and Santrell Smith ended up picking it up and trying to make the throw in, but it was pretty late, and that's going to be a triple for David Sutherland. He now has, that's his second triple on the season. I don't know anything about triples. Zeke Zimmerman going out to the mound to talk to De Jesús again. When it comes to firearms, bearing arms is your right. Gun safety is your responsibility. Never celebrate the 4th of July by firing rounds into the air. Store your firearms out of the reach of children and always use trigger locking devices and gun safes. A community service reminder from Sportsman's Warehouse, located on River Road between PetSmart and Target, and online at sportsmanswarehouse.com. Are you tired of that old routine? Why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports in Provo? They have what you need to re-energize your life. Escape Motorsports has dirt bikes, street bikes, ATVs, jet boats, personal watercraft, and generators. They even have zero-down financing available and approved credit. So why don't you go down to Escape Motorsports at 1480 North State in Provo and put some excitement back into your life? Why don't you? Okay, bottom of the 8th. Score is tied 3-3. The Raptors have no outs and a runner on third. Now batting Russ Mitchell. First pitch, fastball inside, ball 1. 1-0 count for Mitchell. So far, Tim De Jesús has only allowed 3 hits. One of them a triple, 2 of them singles. No strikeouts or walks yet for De Jesús. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Slow curve, barely misses the outside. Wow, ball 2. 2-0 count now for Mitchell. Mitchell so far in the game is 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and a fly out. He's batting .294 coming into tonight's game. 53 RBIs, 13 home runs. Good gracious. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Inside curveball, barely misses the inside corner. Ball 3. These are coming like inches away from the strike zone. I don't know what's up with this umpire. Maybe he's biased. Maybe he likes the Raptors. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Mitchell, way inside with a curveball, but it gets the corner. Strike 1. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is the same pitch that the Owls have been falling prey to. That curveball that hits the inside corner against right-handed batters like Mitchell, and then they get their just dessert. There's strike 1. So 3-1 count now for Mitchell. Here's his pitch. Tries to check his swing at an outside low curve, and he cannot. Strike 2, 3-2 count. Did not pull back in time. They appealed to the infield umpire. He said he swung, so it's strike 2. 3-2 count, no outs, runner on third base. We can get out of this situation. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Mitchell. Swing and a miss and a curve on the outside, and that is strike 3. And Russ Mitchell strikes out swinging, his first strikeout of the night. And Russ Mitchell only has 49 strikeouts out of his 255 at-bats. So that's 1 in 5. We got another one. Okay, 1 out now for the Raptors. Runner on third, infield at double play depth. And after the plate now for the Raptors, B.J. Richmond, the right fielder, with his high stance. Here's his 0-0 pitch. And a curveball barely misses the low corner there. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Richmond. Richmond 1 for 3 in the night as well. Single, fly out, ground out. Batting .292 coming into tonight's game. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Richmond. Slow curve outside, barely misses. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Now, Richmond is a left-handed batter. So De Jesús, pitcher for the Owls, is still trying to hit that outside corner with that curveball. That one's just getting a couple inches away. If he can hit it, it'll be fantastic to watch. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss and a slow curve, this time going inside. Strike 1. 2-1 count now for Richmond. Wow, it's fun to watch the Georgia work out there. Starting pitcher Mosebach did an excellent job as well. And now the Georgia is helping out a great deal, hitting those corners and making them swing on those curveballs. 2-1 count, 1 out, runner on third. Richmond at the plate right now for the Raptors. The attendance tonight in Lindquist Field here in Ogden, Utah, 4,357 people. Good gracious, Utah. Good gracious. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Richmond. Swing and a miss and a slow curve going inside. Strike 2. 2-2 count now for Richmond. The Georgia has found something that works, and he has used it now 4 times to get strikeouts. Fun to watch. 2-2 count now for Richmond. Richmond bats, let's see, against righties. He bats .333 against right-handed pitchers. Not bad. Here comes his 2-2 pitch, and it's fouled off over the left field wall there. Still the 2-2 count. Let's see how Richmond bats against the Orem Owlz at the team. B.J. Richmond bats .353 against the Orem Owlz. He's had, I can't read this, 4 RBIs against the Orem Owlz in this whole season. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Richmond. Lets it fly. Slow curve. Barely misses the high outside corner there. Ball 3. The full count now. 1 out. Runner on third base. Infield still at double play depth. And we know we can do that double play. I saw it tonight. I saw the greatest double play of my entire life. That line out to Heinley Stacia. Woo! Woo! You're writing in my diary about that tonight. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he gets a hold of it, a grounder to Trumbo. There's a play at the plate. Maldonado gets in front of the runner and tags him out before he gets home, and that is now 1 out. That's 2 outs. Nice play at the plate there. Trumbo let the runner get on first base, made a perfect throw to Maldonado. Maldonado got in front of the runner, tagged him in his chest before he reached the plate, and that's how you do it. You get that runner, that lead runner, not to score. Beautiful. Okay, so bottom of the 8th inning, the scores are tied 3-3. The Raptors now have a runner on first base with 2 outs. Richmond reaching on a fielder's choice. Now batting Juan Rivera, the shortstop. There's a throw over to first. Runner still safe. Richmond on first base right now. He has 12 stolen bases. Quite a threat over there on first. But with 2 outs, they really don't need to worry about it. Just concentrate on the batter at the plate. Another throw over to first base. I don't know what. Maybe the Georgia has a different plan other than me. He's pitched quite a bit more than I have pitched. And by that I mean I've never pitched and he's pitched quite a bit. So he knows what he's doing out there. I trust him. 2 outs, runner on first. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Rivera. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it. A grounder to Heinley Stacia. He scoops it up, throws to second base. Gets the out at second base there. Getting that lead runner. Beautiful play by Stacia. Keeping it in the infield. Nice work by Stacia. Wow. Making the toss to Boyer. Getting the force out. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 8th inning. The score is tied 3-3. Come on back for the 9th after this.
The Wolverine, or Kula makes its den close to the I-15 freeway in Orem, Utah. Its feeding grounds on the campus of Utah Valley State College provides the Wolverine with a plentiful diet of over 32 4-year programs and an array of savory associate's degrees. But the Wolverine's an insatiable hunter and has developed an appetite for larger prey in the NCAA. Its recent forays have already disrupted Division I wildlife throughout the region. The Wolverine's a ferocious fighter, known to defeat animals several times its size. Humans should avoid confrontation with Wolverines wherever possible. Yet, for the sake of research, we went into the Wolverine den to record their behavior.
For decades, the cougar's been presumed by ecologists and athletic directors in Utah to be at the top of the provincial food chain. Now, with the introduction of the green and gold UVSC Wolverines into the NCAA Division I ecosystem, it's evident that, as they say, there's a new color in town.
Everybody wants to be recognized for their accomplishments. From Little League to the pros, Employee of the Month to Salesperson of the Year, awards are a great way of saying you're a superstar. If you have a superstar on your team or at work, contact Payson Sports and Trophy. They feature a winning selection of awards, plaques, and trophies, as well as custom engraving and quantity discounts. Find them in your yellow pages or stop by at 15 East 100 North in Payson. Payson Sports and Trophy, blue ribbon quality and service.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. One of the most exciting games I've had to witness out here in the home of for the Owlz radio network. Wow. We're in the top of the 9th inning. The score is tied 3-3. The Owlz have their last at bat here to get a lead, so we don't go into extra innings. and win this game out here against the Ogden Raptors. Still pitching out there in the mound for the Raptors is Ramirez. He'll be facing Heinle Stacia right now, second in the lineup. No runners on, no outs. Heinle Stacia at the plate for the Owls. Here comes his 0-0 pitch, and it's a fastball that hits the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 count for Stacia. So far tonight, Stacia not so lucky. A ground out, sac bunt that advanced a runner, and then a strikeout, batting .295 coming into tonight. Here's his 0-1 pitch. Curveball inside corner gets it. Strike two. 0-2 count already for Stacia. No outs, no runners on. Stacia sadly went 0 for 4 in the game last night. Okay, pitcher ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Stacia. Curveball hits the outside low corner, and Heinle Stacia strikes out looking this time off of 3 pitches. Did not swing at all. Curses. Okay, already 1 out for the Owls here in the top of the 9th. We have 2 more outs to get a run and get a lead in this game, or keep it tied and then win sometime later in the 9th. You never know. So now stepping to the plate, Dallas Morris, third baseman. Morris now represents the go-ahead run for the Orem Owls. So far tonight, Morris line out and 2 ground outs. Here's his 0-0 pitch, and he fouls it back there off a high fastball, tipping it. Strike one. 0-1 count. Last night in the game, Morris was batting .322. He's now batting .321. He went 1 for 4 in the game last night with an RBI single that won the game for the Owls. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Morris. High fastball outside. Ball one. 1-1 count now for Morrissey Morris. Let's see how Morris bats against right-handed pitchers like Ramirez. Morris bats .345 against righties. And here's his 1-1 pitch, and he pops a fly ball out in the left field, and that one's going to drop on the ground. And Dallas Morris going all the way to second base. It's rolling in the warning track. Morris is heading to third. And that's going to be a triple for Dallas Morris, and he beats the throw by a million miles. The throw is not even coming in close. And that's going to be a triple for Dallas Morris, getting all the way to third base, of course. Wow, Dallas Morris with a triple. And now he has 35 extra base hits and 3 triples on the season. Good gracious, Dallas Morris. That was a beautiful hit. It bounced into left field, right in the gap. Center fielder Godwin couldn't get a hold of it, and it moved. It kind of rolled into the warning track, and that allowed Morris to get all the way to third base. Wow, and there's a pitcher conference out there on the mound. I wonder why. Maybe because they allowed a runner to get on third with a triple. Take that, Raptors battery. That's the pitcher and the catcher. It's called the battery. Okay, scores tied 3-3 here in the top of the 9th. The Owls have 1 out, and now a runner on third base, representing the go-ahead run on third. And now stepping to the plate for the Owls, Mark Trumbo. Mark Trumbo represents the super fun happy run, because if he gets it, we have a 2-run lead, which would be great. But Trumbo just needs to drive that runner home and get a lead out here. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo. It's a pitch out. Looks like they might intentionally walk Mark Trumbo to go for the double play ball, and I think that's what they're going to do. Yep. Mark Trumbo's going to get intentionally walked. And let's see. Thank you very much. And while he's getting intentionally walked, I will read off some scores that's going on in the league. Okay, the Idaho Falls Chuckers are still winning over Casper 8-5 in the bottom of the 5th. The Great Falls White Sox are beating the Billings Mustangs 9-2 in the top of the 7th. And let's see, Missoula is ahead of Helena 4-2 in the top of the 7th. So looking good so far for us, with the Casper Rockies behind 4 runs with the Chuckers. Okay, there's ball 4 for Mark Trumbo, and he gets intentionally walked. Let's see how many times that is. Intentional walks. Trumbo's been intentionally walked now 4 times in the season. And they did that so they can get the double play ball, and we'll see what happens. Okay, top of the 9th. Scores tied 3-3. The Owls have 1 out and a runner on first and third base. Stepping to the plate now, Flint Whipke. This might have been a bad decision by the Raptors. Flint Whipke hit a home run tonight that scored in himself and Trumbo. So we'll see what happens. He's also lined out and flew out. Taking a swig. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Whipke, and he goes for the bunt up the first base line. First baseman charges it. There's a play at the plate, and the throw is overthrown, and Dallas Morris is safe at home. Trumbo's going to third. Whipke's going to second. Holy cow. The Owls are now leading 4-3 here in the top of the 9th inning. There was a grounder up the first base line, a bunt off of Flint Whipke. The throw came home to try to get Morris, the lead runner. It was overthrown, and the catcher was no play at the plate. Morris came in safe, and now runners on second and third with 1 out, and the Owls leading 4-3. Whipke, you are the man. A sack. That was a bunt, kind of a bunt double for Whipke, a bunt single for Whipke. He reached on second from a fielder's choice, but a bunt single and an RBI for Flint Whipke. He now has 15 RBIs and 3 RBIs in the game. The Owls now lead 4-3 in the top of the ninth. We have one out, runners on second and third. Now batting is Boyer. First pitch, he bunts foul behind him there, strike one. 0-1 count now for Boyer. Geez, I'm on my feet out here. This is crazy exciting. This is crazy exciting. Crazy, silly fresh, funky fresh. Okay, let's see if I can describe what's happening out here. The infield's moving into for double play depth again. Boyer's at the plate with the 0-1 count. Runners on second and third. One out. We're in good standings right now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Boyer. Inside curveball, gets the corner. How does he do that? I don't know what's going on. It's pushing Boyer off the plate, and it's coming to his thighs, and he's calling it a strike every single time. That is stupid. 0-2 count now for Boyer. One out. Runners on second and third. Whipke on second. Trumbo on third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a low curve. It's a drop strike 3. There's a throw to first base, and the out is made. Billy Boyer has struck out 3 times tonight and flew out once. There's a drop strike 3 for Billy Boyer. Okay. The Owls lead 4-3 here in the top of the ninth. We have 2 outs and runners on second and third. Stepping to the plate now, Martin Maldonado. This guy's been fantastic as well tonight. A home run his last at-bat. He now has 1 home run in the season and 2 RBIs. His first home run in the game in the season. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Maldonado. Even if we do get out of this inning, Maldonado grounds out or strikes out or something, we still lead, and all we have to do is be on the defense. It's much easier to be on the defense than the prosecutor, from what I've heard when I went to law school in that dream I had. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Maldonado. Swing and a miss. Outside curveball. Strike 2. 0-2 count for Maldonado. Wow, the energy out here is amazing. I've never experienced something like it. The crowd is full. Over 4,000 people here in the crowd. This is an important game for both teams, and they know it, and they can feel it, and the energy is high, and the emotions are soaring. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch to Maldonado, and he cracks a grounder to the third baseman, Mitchell. There's a throw to first base, and it's made. A ground out there for Maldonado, and that leaves runners on base. Okay, that's 3 outs. That ends the top of the ninth, but the Owls now lead 4-3. Come on back for the exciting conclusion of this game.
With energy costs soaring higher than an Owlz homer, it's important that your cooling system is working at peak performance. So call Triple T Heating and Cooling. We feature service and repairs of all makes and models of heating and cooling systems. And come winter, we can set you up with a warm, energy-efficient gas fireplace serving all of Utah County. Visit our showroom 1550 North Main in Spanish Fork or log on to TripleTHeating.com. Triple T Heating and Cooling. Comfort from our family to yours for over 30 years.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking.
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini-mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've had the pleasure to witness this most exciting game here for the Orem Owls. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning. The Owls are leading 4-3 over the Ogden Raptors. They have 3 more outs to try to tie it up or get the lead, but we're looking pretty darn good. Out there on the mound now for the Orem Owls is Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch is looking for his 9th save on the season. He comes in here in the bottom of the ninth. Lynch has a record of 1-1, a 1.57 ERA on 28 2/3 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 8 saves. He'll be facing the bottom 3 of the lineup for the Raptors, and hopefully only the bottom 3. Here's Andrew Locke at the plate. First pitch, curveball, outside corner, strike 1. That's the way to start it off. 0-1 count. Again, Kevin Lynch is our right-handed, side-armed pitcher, and his sinker and curveball are just fantastic to watch. There's the 0-1. There's the curveball inside. Ball 1. 1-1 count now. Let's see. Kevin Lynch News from Fort Pierce, Florida. Last play with Florida State, Tallahassee. There's the 1-1. Sinker outside, barely misses. Ball 2. Checking his swing there is Andrew Locke. 2-1 count now. No outs, no runners on. The Raptors have 3 outs to get this, to tie up the game here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Gets a hold of it, and it's fair. Over in right field down the first base line. There goes Locke all the way to second base. And that one goes almost out of play. The throw to second base is late, and that's going to be a double for Andrew Locke, a leadoff double. And now Andrew Locke represents the tying run, and the next batter, Rick Taloa, represents the go-ahead run for the Ogden Raptors. Curse them in their go-ahead run. For Andrew Locke, that's looking like his 7th double on the season, leadoff double. Okay, bottom of the 9th, Owls leading 4-3 over the Raptors. The Raptors have no outs and a runner on second now. Now batting is Rick Taloa, the designated hitter. So that gets rid of Tim DeGeorgis, pitcher for the Owls. He pitched 2 full innings. He allowed 3 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 1. Tim DeGeorgis, pitcher for the Owls. Now Kevin Lynch out there on the mound, getting ready. What else can I tell you about Lynch? He's got that sinker and that curveball. Fantastic to watch. Sinker comes in around the high 70s, low 80s. Fastball comes in around 85. And the sinker is the one that curves into a left-handed batter and then just drops down suddenly. Fun to watch. Oh, we got a pinch hitter here. Coming in for Rick Taloa is Jason Mooneyham. Mooneyham coming in to hit for Taloa. Runner on second, no outs. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Taloa, lets it fly. Slow curve, hits the outside corner, strike 1. The crowd is mad about that one, but it hit it. 0-1 count now for Mooneyham. Last night in the game, Mooneyham went 1 for 4 with a single. He's batting .277 coming into tonight's game. 6 home runs, 25 RBIs. Here's his 0-1 pitch, and a curveball hits the dirt on the outside. Ball 1. 1-1 count now. No outs. Runner on second. Wow, exciting times for the Owls. It's looking like the Casper Rockies are going to lose their game against the Chuckers. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 2. 2-1 count now. So if the Casper Rockies do indeed lose, and we win, we'll then be 2 games ahead of the Casper Rockies, and they'll have 2 games to try to catch up with us. So looking good so far. We'll see what happens this inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Mooneyham. Gets a hold of it. A grounder right up the middle. And Sancho Smith is scooping it up. Here comes a player home. The throw at home is way late. And that's going to score. That ties up the game. Mooneyham with an RBI single. And he ties up the game here. Oh, in the bottom of the 9th inning. I hate when that happens. I hate it. Man, you guys are killing me. Bottom of the 9th inning. The score is now tied 4-4. The Raptors have no outs and a runner on first base. An RBI single there for Mooneyham. Curses. Mooneyham now represents the go-ahead run on first base. Now batting Henshil Pujols, the catcher. We need to get out of this inning quick. And, this would be a tough game to lose. It would hurt. It would hurt bad. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Pujols. And it's a bunt up the first base line there. And it's foul, strike 1. 0-1 count for Pujols. So what was I saying? I already finished saying that. Tomorrow we play the Ogden Raptors again at the home of the Owls Stadium, a 7 o'clock game. It's tomorrow Saturday night. I think the Owls are doing their food drive tomorrow night for the Hurricane Katrina food drive. So you bring in a food item. I believe every food item or canned good or anything you get in free admission for a food drive donation. Bring it to the Owls Stadium tomorrow night. Game starts at 7:05. There's the 0-1 pitch to Pujols. Another bunt. High chopper foul into the air. And that is strike 2. 0-2 count now for Pujols. Runner on first and no outs. I hate when the score is tied. I get so anxious. I start to shake all over. All right, I'm going to have a drink of water. Water. All right, Pujols so far tonight. 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and an inside curveball. And Pujols strikes out swinging. First strikeout in the game for Kevin Lynch. And now 1 out for the Raptors with a runner on first. Stepping to the plate now, Adam Godwin, the center fielder. So far tonight, Godwin, let's see, line out into a double play, ground out, arriving a fielder's choice, and a strikeout. Not doing too much damage tonight. He is batting .326, though, coming into the game tonight. One out, runner on first. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Godwin. And a sinker barely misses the outside for ball one. 1-0 count now for Godwin. Godwin has 20 RBIs and 1 home run on the season. Kevin Lynch still looking for his save here. I don't think he can get it now. I don't know how that works. Here's the 1-0. And there is a pop fly foul behind us there over the press box. Strike one. 1-1 count now for Godwin. What else can I talk about? I think I've done left versus right. Let's see how Godwin bats against the Owls. Let's see. Coming into the game tonight, Godwin was batting .222 versus the Orem Owls. He has had only 1 RBI against the Orem Owls so far. And I don't know what just happened there. Everyone clapped for some reason. Oh, the manager went out to the batter's box, to the ump, to tell him something. I don't know what it was. Okay, they're ready to go again. Oh, a pinch runner. I see. Pinch runner coming in for who is that? Who's that on first? Toloa. No, Mooneyham. Mooneyham's on first. And a pinch runner for Mooneyham is going to be Iván De Jesús. Pinch run, De Jesús. Okay, that was what it was all about. Throw to first base. Runner still safe. Let's see. Iván De Jesús is now on first base, and he has 3 stolen bases. I was reading strikeouts. 3 stolen bases. Not too bad. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Godwin. It's a high fly ball. Underneath it is Bradley Kuhn in left field, and he makes the catch in left field for out number 2. A high fly ball there from Godwin. Excellent fly out to left. Okay. Whew. Bottom of the 9th. Score is tied 4-4. The Raptors now have 2 outs and a runner on third. Stepping to the plate now, second in the lineup, Jesus Soto, the second baseman. So far tonight, Soto, ground out, fly out, ground out, ground out. 3 of his 4 outs have been the third out of an inning. That's interesting. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Soto. And Lynch, throws over to first. Runner still safe over there. Lynch's throw over to first base is very slow. I think he's just doing it for an intimidation factor. He's not really trying to pick off the runner. He's just showing him that I'm watching you. Even though I'm a right-handed pitcher, I can see over there. I got eyes in my back of my head. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Soto. It's a pitch out. Maldonado does not throw. And that's going to be ball 1, 1-0 count. I think that's actually Brett Martinez. I think there's been a defensive change for the Owls. I think that's Brett Martinez now catching. Coming in the clutch. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch now to Soto. Nope, another throw over to first. Runner still safe over there. They're watching him. They want to get that out, that third out. And I guess throwing over to first and getting the out over there is easier than getting the batter out with a strikeout and a ground out. It's a little less risky unless you overthrow the ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch now. Runner goes. Swing and a miss on a curveball. There's a throw to second. And Boyer gets the tag at second base with that caught stealing there. That was Godwin. That was Toloa. No, Mooneyham. Mooneyham caught stealing. All right, that's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 9th. The score is tied 4-4. We're going into extra innings. Coming back for the top of the 10th after this.
This is the true story of flying wolverines. Once there was a smart doctor named Dr. Smart. One day at Utah Valley State College, Dr. Smart met some wolverines who wanted to learn to fly, but they had no wings. Dr. Smart said, I can give you wings, and he started a professional flight school for the wolverines. He saw how the industry was growing, so he made room for more wolverines in his school. Soon he had a full staff of instructors and a fleet of aircraft to help teach hundreds of wolverines in Utah Valley. There were hundreds of other wolverines, though, living all over the country who wanted to learn to fly at such a great school. Dr. Smart told them, wings for you, too. Then he did something very unique. He made aviation courses available online. Suddenly, wolverines living far away could train at flight schools right in their own backyards and earn their bachelor's degrees from UVSC. Today, thanks to Dr. Smart and UVSC's Global Aviation Program, there are flying wolverines all over the world. You can learn about them at uvscaviation.com.
This message sponsored by the Salt Lake Radio Broadcasters Association.
When a medical emergency occurs, the minutes it takes for help to arrive can be the most important minutes in saving a person's life. Do you know what to do in a life-threatening situation? Save a Heart of Utah provides daily private and public classes in CPR and first aid, including the new automatic external defibrillator. The classes are interactive, practical, enjoyable, and may just be the most important 2 hours you ever spend. Make sure you know what to do in an emergency. Call Save a Heart Utah at 582-7114.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're now on the top of the 10th inning. We've gone into extra innings. It's 4-4 out there. Let's see what happened. The Raptors scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th, and we scored 2 in the top of the 5th. Then Martin Maldonado hit a solo home run to tie up the game 3-3, and then both Orem and the Raptors put up 1 run each in the 9th inning, and now we're in the 10th with the score tied 4-4. Coming up to bat this inning for the Orem Owls, looks like it's going to be Josh Coles and Stantrell Smith, and after him Bradley Kuhn, and hopefully more. We can get a decent lead, maybe 1 or maybe 2 runs at the least, and secure that lead and then go back on the defense. We have been doing excellent on defense tonight and on offense. I'm very proud of the Orem Owls tonight. Let's see, how many strikeouts for tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 strikeouts on the night, and we're in the 10th inning. 1 per inning. I guess that's all right. I don't know. You have to strike out eventually, I guess. Okay, leading off for the Orem Owls here, Josh Coles, the right fielder. Coles is a right-handed batter from Nampa, Idaho. So far tonight, Coles has struck out twice and a flyout. Coles batting .218 coming into tonight's game. Let's see what happens. Crowd's still pretty big out here in Lindquist Field. And let's see what happens. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Coles, and he fouls it down there. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Coles. Let's see how Coles bats against the Ogden Raptors. Coles bats 118 against the Raptors. He only had, this is 20 at-bats against the Raptors. That's 118. Don't like the looks of that. That's all right. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Coles. Fastball gets the outside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 count now for Coles. No outs, no runners on base. Sorry, I was getting a drink of whoa. Here comes his 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Low fastball. Strike 3. And Josh Coles strikes out swinging. His 3rd strikeout on the night. He's now 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Okay, 1 out now for the Owls. No runners on base. Now batting Stantrell Smith, the center fielder. So far tonight, Smith, 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. Interesting. This bottom of the lineup not doing too well tonight. It's been the middle of the lineup that's done most of the work. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Smith. Fastball right over the plate. Strike 1. 0-1 count for Smith. Smith batting .271 coming into tonight's game. It's so weird to call him Smith. I want to call him Stantrell. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Stantrell Smith. And a fastball hits the inside corner. Strike 2. 0-2 count now for Smith. Boo. Let's see. All right. Pitcher out there still is Ramirez for the Raptors. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Smith. Checks the swing and an outside fastball. Hits the dirt. Ball 1. 1-2 count now for Smith. Smith has 60 strikeouts in his last 210 at-bats. 1 and 4. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball outside. Ball 2. 2-2 count now for Smith. Smith is doing a good job with his plate discipline, holding up on those curveball that usually he would run to swing on, and doing a good job with good eye at the plate. Smith has 27 RBIs and 3 home runs in the season. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Smith. Lets it fly and gets a hold of it. A grounder up to the shortstop, Rivera. There's a throw across the diamond to first. It's almost underthrown, but they do get the out at first base. A ground out there from Stantrell Smith to the shortstop. Okay, score is tied 4-4 here on the top of the 10th. The Owls now have 2 outs and no runners on base. Now batting Bradley Kuhn, the left fielder. So far tonight, Kuhn is 1 for 4 with a single, couple strikeouts. He's batting .308 coming into the game tonight. I have a weird taste in my mouth right now. Tastes like, I don't know, plastic or something. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn. Curveball barely misses the outside corner there. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Kuhn. Oh, I know why. There's plastic in my mouth that I'm chewing on. That must be it. Here comes the 1-0 pitch now to Kuhn. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it. A high fly ball out in the deep center field. Underneath it is Godwin, and Godwin waits for it and makes the catch in center field. Fly out there. That's 3 outs. That ends the top of the 10th. Score is tied 4-4. Come on back for the bottom after this.
I'm here at Utah Valley State College with new president William Cederberg. Mr. Cederberg, why is UVSC your choice?
UVSC is my choice because it's a dynamic institution. The faculty are very strong. It's located in a community with strong values, a community committed to higher education, and I think the future is extremely bright here. So as I look at it, I really didn't want to go to a school that was just maintaining the status quo. I wanted to be a school that was in transition, that was exciting, that was happening.
Okay. As president, what are your plans?
My largest job as president is to help the school and the members of this UVSC community establish a direction for the future, and then to go out and rally support for that direction. I think the future is extremely bright, and UVSC is definitely my choice for the future.
1400 K-Star.
Tainted love out here in Ogden. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning. The score is tied 4-4. The Ogden Raptors are up to bat. The Owls had their chance in the top of the 10th and could not get any more runs. So now if the Raptors get a run, they win the game here in the bottom of the 10th. If we hold them up, we'll go into more extra innings and see what happens then. New pitcher out there for the Orem Owls. That'll do it for Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch pitched 1 inning. He allowed 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, and he struck out 1. Kevin Lynch coming in for the save there, and it wasn't in the cards tonight. Now pitching out there for the Orem Owls, that's Anthony Sullivan. Sullivan now pitching for the Orem Owls. Sullivan comes into the game tonight with a record of 4-2, a 5.61 ERA on 33 2/3 innings pitched. He's got 29 strikeouts and 13 walks. Anthony Sullivan now pitching for the Owls. Sullivan is from Arlington, Massachusetts, high school teammate with Marco Albano. Let's see what else I have about Sullivan. Sullivan, where is he? There he is. Let's see, went to St. John's University, drafted in 2005. I think he went to high school with Albano, but Albano went to Boston College. I don't know what's going on there. All right, what does Sullivan have? Curveball, fastball, of course. Curveball comes in pretty high speed. All right, bottom of the 10th. Scores tied 4-4. The Ogden Raptors up at bat here. Jesus Soto is back at the plate. He has another at bat coming to him. Here's his 0-0 pitch. Checks the swing and an outside slow curve. Ball 1. 1-0 count for Soto. In the last inning, Iván De Jesús was caught stealing, so Soto is getting his next at bat. Here's the 0-1-0 pitch. Checks the swing again, but this time it's no good. Strike 1. 1-1 count, an outside fastball. Okay, let's see what's going on out in the Pioneer League. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Barely tips that one for strike 2. 1-2 count. Hard swing and a curveball. Idaho Falls are still beating Casper Rockies 9-5. In the bottom of the 6th, Great Falls still ahead the Billings 10-4 in the top of the 8th. And Helena behind Missoula 4-3 in the top of the 8th. There's the 1-2. It's a grounder to Heinley Stacia. He scoops it off of a hop, throws to Trumbo, and barely gets the out at first base. Nice throw there by Heinley Stacia, right on target. So ground out there for Soto. 1 out now for the Raptors. No runners on base. Now batting David Sutherland. Sutherland is so far in the night 2 for 4. A single and a triple and 2 groundouts. Sutherland now has 2 triples on the season. Batting .343 coming into tonight's game. 4 home runs, 47 RBIs. Good gracious. Sutherland, you watch it. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Sutherland. Inside fastball low. Ball 1. 1-0 count now. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Sutherland. Inside curveball misses. Ball 2. 2-0 count now. Let's see how Sutherland bats at home compared to on the road. All right, here we go. Here's a 2-0. Oh, come on. Curveball misses the inside corner. I don't know how. Ball 3. 3-0 count. Okay, last 5 games, Sutherland's been batting, where is he? .214. Here's his 3-0. Ball 4. Another curveball inside. These are missing the corner by inches. And that's going to be ball 4. So the second batter faced by Anthony Sullivan, pitcher for the Owls, is a walk. So now a runner on first base with 1 out. Now batting for the Raptors, Russ Mitchell, the third baseman. So far tonight, Mitchell is 1 for 4. Ground out, single, fly out, strikeout. He's batting .294 coming into the game tonight. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Mitchell. Lets it fly. Curveball misses outside. Ball 1. 1-0 count now for Mitchell. The chairs out here in the press box are very short, and I have to sit on a milk crate, or like a Coca-Cola crate, to see over the window. And now I took it out. Here's the 1-0. High curveball. Ball 2. 2-0 count now. Steady dive curveball so far from Anthony Sullivan. The game has slowed down considerably now. It's all about every single pitch. Here's the 2-0. There we go. Fastball over the plate, strike one. 2-1 count, one out, runner on first base. What else can I tell you? Let's see here. Let's look at Anthony Sullivan a little bit more here. Here's the 2-1 pitch now to Sutherland, or Mitchell, pardon me. There we go. Ball three. Inside curveball. 3-1 count now for Mitchell. Anthony Sullivan's last outing, he pitched 1 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 2 hits and 3 strikeouts. No balls or walks. No walks or earned runs. That's the double play. I just missed it. There was a ground out to Heinle Stacia. He tagged second base and then threw to first and got the double play. So Mitchell grounds into a double play. Sorry, folks, I missed that one, but that was fantastic. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 10th. We're going into the top of the 11th. Scores tied 4-4. Come on back.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross, Into the Blue, by Bei Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
Are you hungry for great tasting Mexican food? Take a time out and stop by a local Beto's. Have you tried our burritos and chimichangas? People are voting Beto's food as numero uno in Utah. Beto's has 15 convenient locations in Utah. Most of our restaurants are open 24 hours to satisfy your craving anytime. Check us out on the web at betosmex.com. Stop by any participating Beto's location and receive a Vote for Beto's punch card, which could entitle you to free food. Holy frijoles! It's Beto's time.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Guess what? We're in the top of the 11th inning. The score is tied 4-4. Your Orem Owlz up to bat here. New pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors. That gets rid of Miguel Ramirez. Ramirez pitched 3 innings. He allowed 2 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He walked 1 and he struck out 6. That gets rid of Ramirez. New pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors. His name is Ramón Troncoso. Troncoso has a 6-1 record. Good gracious. 2.6 ERA and 34 2/3 innings pitched. 27 strikeouts, 11 walks. He'll be facing Heinle Stacia here as a leadoff batter in the top of the 11th. Heinle Stacia so far tonight, ground out, sack bunt, strikeout. Not too eventful for Heinle Stacia tonight. Here comes his 0-0 pitch and a grounder off the first pitch there to second baseman Soto. Throw to first is made for a ground out off of the first pitch. 1 out now for the Owls here in the top of the 11th inning. Heinle Stacia not so good on the offense tonight, but on the defense, player of the game for defense, definitely. He's been making some amazing infield catches. Now batting for the Orem Owls, Dallas Morris. 1 out, no runners on. Morris so far tonight, 1 for 4. Ground out, line out, ground out, triple. Wonderful to watch. Okay, Morris getting ready to face Troncoso. Morris again batting .321 coming into tonight's game. There's the 0-0 pitch and gets a hold of it, foul down the third base line. Strike 1, 0-1 count for Morris. Let's look at this Troncoso guy. Troncoso's last outing, he pitched 3 innings. He allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run. He walked 1 and he struck out 1. Not very eventful there for Troncoso. Here's his 1-0 pitch to Morris. It's a slow curve that barely misses the high corner. Ball 2, 2-0 count. Now that should be strike. That should be ball 1, 1-1 count. Yeah, 1-1 count for Morris. 1 out, no runners on base. Here comes Morris's 1-1 pitch, and it's grounded foul into himself there for strike 2, 1-2 count. Morris had a triple his last at bat, and that was his 3rd triple on the season, and his 35th extra base hit. Good gracious. With 23 doubles and 3 triples. Good gracious. I can say that too much. Here's the 1-2 to Morris. Slow curve, misses the high outside corner again. Ball 2, 2-2 count now for Morris. Great plate discipline so far here for Morris. Okay, let's see. This is a right-handed pitcher. See how Morris does against righties. Here's the 2-2. Inside fastball, and he swings on it. And now when he fouls into himself, and looks like he nicked himself on the right leg. And Morris is limping quite a bit. He's just going to walk it off. He's okay. Tough guy out there. That's going to be the 2-2 count still for Morris. Looked like he tipped tipped that one into himself and hit his knee. He's not wearing his shin guard right now, and now the 2-2 count still for Morris. Let's see how Morris bats against righties. Righties. Morris bats 345 against right-handed pitchers. Good job, Morris. Against lefties, he bats 243. Interesting. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Curses. That's strike 3. And Dallas Morris strikes out swinging. Man, that is rare for Morris. Morris only has 46 strikeouts out of his 268 at-bats. Wow. A rare sight to behold. That's like 1 in 6 or 7. Okay, so 2 outs now for the Owls. No runners on base. Now batting Mark Trumbo, the first baseman. Trumbo so far tonight is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Here's his 0-0. Inside fastball, ball 1, 1-0 count. Trumbo has been on base 3 times tonight, though, with a walk and an intentional walk. He is batting 268 coming into tonight's game. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Trumbo, and lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it, a high pop fly foul behind us, though. Strike 1. 1-1 count now for Trumbo. That one hitting the top of the press box, making a huge clangity-clang-clang noise. Let's see how Trumbo bats against righties. He bats 241 against right-handed batters. He bats, 338 against lefties. I would think it'd be the opposite. No, that should be right. Morris, it was the opposite. Here comes the 1-1 pitch now to Trumbo. Lets this one fly. Swing and a miss. Outside curveball, strike 2. 1-2 count now for Trumbo. 2 outs in the top of the 11th here. Score tied 4-4. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. My Fred Flintstone impression. Oh, boy. Barney. Hey, Barney. That's awful. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Trumbo. Lets it fly. Gets a hold of it. Grounder foul, though, up the first base line there. Nice making a connection. 1-2 count still for Trumbo. Interesting thing going on out there. Keith Johnson, our hitting coach, is in the third base batter's box, and Tom Kochman is in the first base batter's box. The coach's box. Duh. And a little switching it up there. Little switcheroo for the coach's box. Here's the 1-2 to Trumbo. Swing and a miss. Outside curveball. Oh, my gosh, that was a hard swing. And that's strike 3, and that's out number 3. That ends the top of the 11th. Score is still tied 4-4. Come on back for the bottom after this.
If the Owls are going to compete for the Pioneer League Championship, they're going to need an ace on the staff to lead the way. If you're thinking of buying a home or refinancing, you need an ace of your own. Look no further than Ace Mortgage Company. Our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best suits your needs. Give us a call today at 426-5757. That's 426-5757. Ace Mortgage Company. Absolute commitment to excellence. Insure both your car and home with us through Auto Owners Insurance, and we'll save you money. That's right. With Auto Owners multiple policy discount, when you insure both your car, home, mobile home, or condominium, we'll save you time and money by consolidating all of your insurance needs with the no-problem company. Auto Owners Insurance.
For a free comparison, contact Western States Insurance Agency in Spanish Fork on Center Street across from City Park. Western States Insurance. Our customers are first class, just like our service. Find us in the yellow pages under insurance.
1400 K-Star is KSRR Provo.
Welcome back, everyone. The Birds of Play with the Wingman. If you're still tuning in, thank you so much for sticking with us in this very exciting game. It's slowed down quite a bit now. We're in the top of the, 12th inning or something? I don't even know anymore. I think we're in the 12th. No, we're in the 11th now. No. Let me ask. Are we in the 12th inning? Oh, we're in the bottom of the 11th. Okay, thank you. We're in the bottom of the 11th inning. I forgot. The Raptors still have a chance to come if at bat. They get their chance. Okay, bobbity-bop. Bottom of the 11th. Scores tied 4-4. Still pitching out there is Anthony Sullivan for the Owls. He'll be facing B.J. Richmond. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's a curveball inside. Ball 1. 1-0 count. No outs, no runners on. Richmond at the plate for the Raptors. He's got a ground out, a fly out, a single, and a reach on a fielder's choice. There's the 1-0, and he fouls it back behind him. Strike 1. 1-1 count for Richmond. Whew. What a crazy game. I am very tired, but at the same time, very anxious. I don't want the Owls to win this one. We worked very hard to get this far. It'd be sad. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Richmond. Swing and a miss, and a low curve gets him. Strike 2. 1-2 count for Richmond. Richmond is batting .292 coming into tonight's game. .292. Here comes his 1-2 pitch. Inside fastball, ball 2. 2-2 count now. Let's see. Let's talk about Richmond a bit. At home, Richmond bats .322. On the road, Richmond bats .258. So slightly better at home. That's pointless stat. Just filling time. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Richmond. Gets a hold of it. A grounder to Billy Boyer at second. Scoops it up. Makes the throw to Trumbo. Out at first base. A ground out there for B.J. Richmond. And to the second baseman, Boyer. Fantastic. One out now for the Raptors in the bottom of the 11th. Score still tied 4-4. They have no runners on. Now batting, Juan Rivera, the shortstop. Juan Rivera got that prize at the beginning of the game for the best defensive player on the Ogden Raptors team. And I haven't seen why. He's not doing too good. Here's the 0-0. And it's a popped foul ball behind us there. Strike one. 0-1 count for Rivera. Again, we play the Ogden Raptors for 4 more games in a home series. Home at the Owlz Stadium. We play the Raptors 4 times in a row more. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Rivera. Another one popped foul behind him. Strike 2. 0-2 count now. Let's see. We play the 4 more games against the Raptors. And then we have 2 games against the Idaho Falls Chuckers at their home. And that does it for the season. Unless we get into the playoffs, that'll be it. There's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball barely misses the high outside corner. Ball 1. 1-2 count now. 1 out. No. 1-0 is on base. What time is it? 1:00. Here's the 1-2. Fastball barely misses the low corner. Strike. Ball 2. 2-2 count now. It's 15 minutes till 10 o'clock on my watch. But should be about 10 o'clock. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Another one fouled off behind him. Strike 2 still. 2-2 count now for Rivera still. So far, Sullivan, who came into the game here, has... Oh, I didn't write when he came in. I forgot. I think he's walked 1, grounded out a couple. There's another one fouled back into the fence. Still the 2-2 count for Rivera. And the people were laughing at some lady when she flinched because the ball was coming at her face. I hate that when people, throw something at you but fake it. And they're like, you flinched. Well, of course I did. You were going to throw something at me. There's a 2-2, a hard grounder to Hindley Stacia. Throws to Trumbo at first. Gets the out at first base. Beautiful, Mike. Mike can throw, but they had a first base. Beautiful. 2 outs now for the Raptors here in the bottom of the 11th inning. No runners on base. Ugh, this is a crazy game. Nice play there by Stacia. Ground in and out. I wonder if Tasha is still listening. Tasha, are you listening to the game tonight? If you are, this will be your inning. The bottom of the 11th. That's the Tasha inning. Now batting for the Raptors, Andrew Locke. Here comes his 0-0 pitch. Slow curve. Gets the outside corner. Strike 1. Beautiful. 0-1 count. I had the chance to meet the Madisons that came into the booth last night. There's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball outside. Ball 1. 1-1 count. I had a chance to meet a lot of the parents of the players and have them tell me how much they enjoy listening to the show. I really, really appreciate it. I love to hear that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for listening out there to all of the fans of the show. Never knew in a million years that I'd have people listening to me, and they want to. There's another ball on the outside for ball 2, another fastball. And there's one fouled back into the net, strike 2. So now the 2-2 count for Locke. 2 outs, no runners on. Locke so far tonight, he's been pretty dangerous. If he gets a triple, he would hit for the single. He's got hits for the cycle, He's got a single, a double, and a home run, and a ground out. Oh, what a dangerous batter. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Locke. Fastball misses the outside low corner. Ball 3. 3-2 count now for Locke. Ooh, I know one of my friends from high school. Here's the 3-2, and it's a line drive right to Mark Trumbo's glove. Lining out to Mark Trumbo. That's 3 outs. That ends the bottom of the 11th. We're going into the top of the 12th. Score is tied 4-4.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello, you've reached the Satellite Emergency Service. We've located your position. How can I help you?
Yeah, I spilled my Diet Pepsi. The whole thing spilled out onto the side of the road. It's empty, and I'm still thirsty.
Okay, Miss Harvey, was the Diet Pepsi full or half empty?
I still had at least 3/4 of it left.
Mm-hmm. Are you walking or biking?
Biking?
How familiar are you with the area?
Not very.
You're facing southbound?
Yes.
All right, go 1.3 miles. You'll see a dog chasing a mailman. Take a right. There'll be a gas station with a mini mart on the left-hand side. You'll be able to purchase another Diet Pepsi there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Double check your left pocket. There's some lint and $1 and change.
The Diet Pepsi Satellite Emergency Service provides you with the safety and security no other soft drink can. Subscribe today and enjoy Diet Pepsi wherever you go. Light, crisp, refreshing. Diet Pepsi.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingmen. Sweet dreams are made of this. Haha, the Eurythmics. An awesome band. Okay, we're in the top of the 12th inning, ladies and gentlemen. The score is still tied 4-4. In the top of the 12th inning. Do you hear me? 12th inning. The Orem Owlz are up to bat this inning, of course. Still pitching out there on the mound for the Raptors is Ramón Troncoso. Let's see, what did Troncoso do? Ground out, strikeout, strikeout to the first 3 batters he faced. What an awful pitcher for us. Now batting for the Orem Owlz, Flint Whipkey. After him, Billy Boyer, then Martin Maldonado. This is the, 5, 6, 7 batters in the lineup. Whipkey so far tonight, a bunt single with an RBI, a home run with 2 RBIs, a line out and a fly out. Whipkey, I think, might get the player of the game for the offense, and then I would give Stacia the defense player of the game. This has been pretty exciting. Whipkey now has 4 home runs and 15 RBIs in the season. Good gracious, getting 1 home run and 3 RBIs tonight. Okay, they're ready to go. Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Whipkey. Lets it fly. Checks the swing and an outside curveball. Ball 1. 1-0 count. No outs, no runners on. There's a slight wind blowing from right field to left field. A little 10-mile-an-hour breeze. Here's the 1-0. Inside fastball hits Whipkey on the wrist, it looks like. Yep, hit him on the wrist. He's okay. He's taking his jog to first base. But that's a hit. That's the first hit batter on the game. Interesting. Flint Whipkey hit by a pitch there. Looks like he's going to be okay. He's taking a little break over there by the first base. Oh, no. Nope, he's okay. Aaron Wells, our athletic trainer, was stepping out there to see if he's all right, and he is. Okay, so now a runner on first base with no outs. Whipkey now represents the go-ahead run on first, and Billy Boyer stepping to the plate now represents the super fun happy run, getting a good time with a lead. Boyer so far tonight not so good. Strikeout, flyout, strikeout, strikeout. Ugh. 242 batting coming into the game. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Boyer. Nope, they throw over to first. Whipkey still safe. Whipkey has no stolen bases on the season. He's only been caught once. 1 attempt to steal. Let's see. Whipkey on first. No outs. 0-0 count for Boyer. Let's see. Boyer, right-handed batter. 30 RBIs, 8 home runs. Ready to go? Nope, another throw over to first base. Runner still safe over there. Let's see how Billy Boyer bats against the old Raptors. Billy Boyer bats 316 over versus the Ogden Raptors. That's pretty darn good. He's had 4 RBIs against the Raptors. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Boyer, and lets this one fly. And it's pops it out into right field. That drops in front of second baseman Soto, and there goes Whipkey to third base, and it's going to be a single for Billy Boyer. His first hit on the night. Fantastic. That was a little kind of a blooped pop-up, just dropping over the second baseman Soto's head into the gap behind him. Wow, that was a 10. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Martinez. Inside fastball. And Billy Boyer steals second base undetested. Wow, that was interesting. Billy Boyer was running on that hit-and-run play there. And the catcher, Pujols, kind of just gave up. He was going to throw, and then he decided, no, I'm not going to. And then Boyer kept running, so he just decided not to throw. So that's a stolen base for Billy Boyer. Fantastic. So now runners on second and third with no outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Martinez. Inside fastball, ball 3, 3-0 count. This pitcher might walk us into a bases-loaded situation. Good gravy. Okay, let's see. What are we talking about here? Martinez, 3-0 count. And here comes his pitch. 3-0 pitch there. And it's a high chopper grounder into left field. And that's going to score Flint Whipkey, and it's going to score Billy Boyer. There's no play at the plate. And that's going to allow, yes. That's going to allow Brett Martinez to get to second base. So he gets a 2 RBI single but gets to second base. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry I'm not excited. I'm just shocked. That was amazing. We're in the top of the 12th. The Owls are now leading 6-4 over the Ogden Raptors. Runner on second, no outs. So Billy Boyer steals second base and gets his 7th stolen base in the season. Martinez steps up, hits a chopper over the third baseman into left field, and scores in Boyer and Whipke in for the run scored. RBI single, 2 RBI single there for Brett Martinez. Now batting is Josh Cole. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The Owls now lead 6-4 here in the top of the 12th. No outs, runner on second. The 0-1 count now for Coles. Old King Cole. So far tonight, Coles is 0 for 4, though. 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Wow. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Coles. Checking his runner on second. There's the 0-1 pitch. Way inside with the fastball, almost hitting his knees there. Ball 1. 1-1 count now for Coles. Wow. This has been an amazing game to watch. I don't know what happened there. That chopper went right over the third baseman. He looked like he didn't even want to try for it. Just gave up. And that allowed 2 runners to come in with some fast base running. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Coles. Outside fastball again in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-1 count now. No outs. Runner on second base. The Owls are quite an advantage right now, and well deserved. They played hard in this game, and they deserve it. I'm going to drink some more water. After 12 innings, my throat is so husky. I sound like a pirate. Avast there, you scurvy scum. Here's the 2-1 pitch now to Coles. Lets this one fly. It's an outside fastball, almost dropped. Ball 3. 3-1 count now. Avast there. You come to seek an adventure in salty pirates, eh? You've come to the proper place. Ah, pirates. You never steered me wrong. Okay, 3-1 count for Coles. No outs. Runner on second base. The Owls are making me proud out there. Making me proud, Owls. You're making me proud. That sounds like Don Knotts. When someone makes Don Knotts proud, he sounds like that. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Coles. Curveball hits the inside corner, strike 2. The full count, no outs, runner on second. Let's see how Coles does with runners in scoring position. This will be an interesting stat. With runners in scoring position, Coles bats .205. Kind of in the middle there. Here's the 3-2. Gets a hold of it, a chopper up to the third baseman. He scoops it up barehanded and drops it and kicks it. And that's going to allow... That's going to allow Martinez to come in for the run scored. There's a throw to second base, and it's dropped by the second baseman, Soto. And that allows Coles to get to second base. Oh, my gosh, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, third baseman Mitchell tried to scoop it up on a charge off that chopper. He tried to get it barehanded and ended up dropping it and kicking it. That allowed the runner to come from second base, Martinez, for the run scored. So it's going to be, I guess that's on an error, though. And that's going to allow Coles to get to second base, because there was a throwing error out to second base, and Coles got all the way to second. So he gets a single and an RBI, but he's on second base now. And now the Owls lead 7-4 here in the top of the 12th inning. Still a runner on second with no outs. Oh, my gosh. This is amazing. And we have a new batter in the lineup for the Owls. Pinch hitting for Santrell Smith is going to be Colby Overstreet. Overstreet coming in to pinch hit for Santrell Smith. Little pitcher conference on the mound there. I wonder why. Maybe because they're getting worked by the Orem Owls. Okay, let's see. In baseball, it takes a line drive straight up the middle to score the runner home. If your car is having trouble driving a straight line or difficulty bringing you home, contact Jack's Tire and Oil. They specialize in wheel alignment, balancing tires, oil changes, lube jobs, tune-ups, and more. Jack's Tire and Oil. See them on North State Street in Orem. Thanks to all of our sponsors out there for helping make these Owls broadcasts possible. Helped us through the entire season get through this. Very nice. Okay, here we go. Top of the 12th inning. The Owls lead 7-4 over the Ogden Raptors. We have a runner on second and no outs. Looks like there's going to be another pitching conference out there on the mound. Woo! All right, let me try to describe what has happened so far in the game tonight. Okay, first of all, a home run from Flint Whipke that brought in himself and Mark Trumbo. And then a home run from Martin Maldonado that tied up the game. And then let's see, Whipke was hit by a pitch. Boyer had a single. And then Martinez cracked a double that scored in Boyer and Whipke to get us the lead. And then just there, Coles hit a single to score Martinez, and now we're leading 7-4. Good gracious. Good gracious, Orem, Owlz. Let's see. So Billy Boyer had a stolen base. He now has 7 on the season. Brett Martinez hit a double. I'm pretty sure it's going to count as a double. I didn't get to see if it counted up there or not. I will check that. I'll know that by tomorrow. Brett Martinez with his possible 7th double on the season. Okay, so Brett Martinez now has 22 RBIs. Josh Coles now has 23 RBIs. And they're going to do a pitching change out there for the old, what are they called, Raptors. New pitcher, his name is Alvin Hayes, number 50. Okay, so Hayes is coming in to pitch now for the Ogden Raptors. He is a very interesting pitcher. He's right-handed, but his throw is super overhanded, and it looks like he ducks all the way down and throws it like his body goes at a 90-degree angle when I don't know how to describe it. He bends at the waist very low and throws over his head, and then his whole body falls forward, and then his leg kicks up in the air. It's kind of like Goofy. Remember that cartoon where it's like, baseball with Goofy. Now, Goofy, here's the windup and the pitch, and then his foot goes way up in the air. It's kind of like that. But this guy is not a man dog, I'm pretty sure. He's just a human. Just a regular old pitcher human. Okay, Alvin Hayes comes into the game with a record of 2-1, a 7.3 ERA, and 24 2/3 innings pitched, 32 strikeouts, and 24 walks for Alvin Hayes. In the last outing, let's see what Hayes did. Last outing, Hayes pitched. He pitched 2 innings. He allowed 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts in his last outing. Okay, so again, a pinch hitter here for the Orem Owlz. Colby Overstreet's going to come into the game. Overstreet has a .241 batting average, 14 RBI, no home runs. Overstreet's batting left-handed batter. Against the Ogden Raptors, Colby Overstreet bats. Where is he? He bats .200 over the Ogden Raptors. And against, okay, this is a right-handed pitcher. There are so many papers out here. Let's see how Colby Overstreet does against righties. He bats, come on, where is he? .240 against righties. Okay, here we go. Top of the 12th. Owlz leading 7-4. We have no outs and a runner on second base. Now batting for the Owlz, Colby Overstreet. And pitching is Hayes for the Ogden Raptors. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Overstreet. Lets it fly. And it's a fastball. It hits the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count. No outs. Runner on second base. Fantabulous. Overstreet getting ready out there. Overstreet's a pretty darn tall guy. How tall is this guy? Where's my roster? 6 foot. I guess 6'4". Here's his 0-1 pitch. Curveball misses inside. Ball 1. 1-1 count. Overstreet is 6'5". That was close. He's from Midland, Texas. Acquired in the 2005 draft. Colby Overstreet attended Oklahoma State. Before that, attended Midland High School, played under Barry Russell, competed in the Sun Belt All-Star Game. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Overstreet. Swing and a miss and a slow curve, strike 2. 1-2 count now. No outs, runner on second base. Let's see how Colby Overstreet bats with runners in the old scoring position. Runners in scoring position, Overstreet bats .256. Not bad at all. Here's his 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled off left field. Thanks, Joey the Caveman. Fouled off left field. 1-2 count, Overstreet. Runner on second base. 2 no outs. Grunk made fire. Oh, man, I'm going insane. It's a long game for me. Whew. I'm glad you guys are listening to it. It's been fun. It's been a fun game. I'm glad it's been very fun. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Overstreet. Gets a hold of it and cracks it out into right field, but underneath it is right fielder Richmond for out number 1. There's a throw at the plate, so they don't have any more runners come in, but that leaves Coles out there on second base still. Okay, 1 out now for the Owlz. A fly out there to right field from Colby Overstreet at his first at-bat. Okay, top of the 12th. Owlz leading 7-4. We have now 1 out and a runner on second base. Stepping to the plate now, Bradley Kuhn, the left fielder. This is Kuhn's 5th at-bat. He's had only 1 hit so far in the night with a single over the series against the Ogden Raptors. Let's do that. That'll be fun. Over the series, Bradley Kuhn has had 2 doubles and a single against the Ogden Raptors in this series. So he is 1, 2, 4 for 9, something like that. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn. Way inside with a fastball, and it's passed. And there goes Coles to third base. Here's the throw, and Coles is safe on third base. Fantastic. And that is a passed ball for the catcher, Pujols, and that's ball 1 for Kuhn. So there's Coles now on third base and 1 out. The 1-0 count now for Kuhn. Let's see. Kuhn last night 2 for 4 with a couple singles. He's had a single night. Kuhn is our singles man. He's got 62 hits on the season. Here's his 1-0, and it's a high pop fly going foul over the bullpen of the Raptors for strike 1. 1-1 count. So Kuhn has had in his entire life, well, with the Owls, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's had 170 at-bats. And in those 170 at-bats, no, I'm totally wrong. He's had 204 at-bats. And in those 204 at-bats, 61 hits, 7 doubles, 2 triples. So most of them singles. Here's the 0-1. Inside fastball, ball 1. 1-1 count now for Kuhn. Kuhn has 18 stolen bases thanks to the night. Did he get a stolen base? Why did I write that? I thought he did. Well, regardless, he has 17, which is a lot. No home runs yet for Kuhn. Here's his 2-1. Inside again with a curveball, ball 3. 3-1 count now for Kuhn. All of these trying to swipe him on the knees. Kuhn being that left-handed batter that he is. Oh, boy, what should I talk about? Let's see. What did I have to eat today? Subway sandwich. Spicy Italian. There's the 3-1. Another high pop fly foul. Strike 2. The full count now for Kuhn. Let's see how Kuhn does at home and on the road. Looking at the papers. Orem Owlz versus right-hand pitchers. Kuhn bats .327. Not bad at all. Let's see if I don't think they have the road and home for the Owls in here. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kuhn. High fastball, ball 4. And Kuhn gets walked in a ball 4. His third time on base tonight, this time getting walked. So now with 1 out, the Owls have runners on the corners. Stepping to the plate, Heinle Stacia, the shortstop. Let's see how Heinle Stacia bats with runners in scoring position. Shall we? Stacia bats .286 with runners in scoring position. Not bad at all. He has no home runs yet with runners in scoring position, though. Interesting. He has only 2 home runs in the whole season, but 34 RBIs. Stacia with a lot of hits as well. He's got 74 hits out of his 250-something at-bats. Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Stacia. High fastball inside, ball 1. I don't know why they brought this pitcher in. He is not even close to the strike zone in any of these pitches. He's already walked his first batter and another fly out. It was a high fastball anyway, so it was way out of the strike zone. Owls leading 7-4 in the top of the 12th. We got runners on the corners and 1 out. Runner goes. There's the 1-0 outside fastball. There's the throw to second base. And Kuhn is, I don't know, you're going to make a call there, ump? You're going to help me out here? Safe on second. A stolen base for Bradley Kuhn. He now has, I think, 19 stolen bases on the season. Good gracious. Good gravy, Kuhn. And that was the ball 1 for Stacia. No, strike 1. He's 1-9. Okay. Whew. Here we go. Runners now on second and third. 1 out. 1-1 count now for Stacia. Here comes his 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. There's a throw over to third. Coles is still safe on third base. That was an amazing pickoff move, but Coles beat it, tagged back down head first, and got safe on third base. That was quick reflexes there by Coles. Whew. Like a cat. Cat-like reflexes there. I need another water. Throat is parched. We are parched from the long journey. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Stacia at the plate right now still with a 1-2 count. So far in the game, Stacia has not got a hit. 2 strikeouts, 2 groundouts, and a sacrifice bunt. Here's the 1-2 hit now for 1-2 count for Stacia. And he gets a hold of it. That's going to be dropping into left field. That scores Josh Coles. And looks like Kuhn's going to go to third. That's going to be a single for Heinle Stacia. Wow. Just when I say, oh, he hasn't got a hit on the night. A single for Heinle Stacia. And that scores in Josh Coles. So an RBI single for Stacia. He now has 35 RBIs in the season. And the Owls now lead 8-4 in the top of the 12th with 1 out and runners on the corners again. This has been amazing. Stacia just popped that one right over the shortstop in the left field. I think they're not even trying anymore. I think the Ogden Raptors have given up. And you know what they say? Raptors never give up. Oh, that's not it. Elephants never lie. No, elephants never forget. That's what it is. It's horses can't tell a lie. When you bring them the water, they are like a man in the sand. Okay, now Morris is at the plate. Runners on the corners and one out. Here's his 0-0. High fastball, ball one. 1-0 count. And this pitcher is going to get a whooping when he gets back to the clubhouse. You pitcher, Hayes, you get a switch. Go get a switch. You're going to get a whooping. That's what's going to happen to this guy. That was my impression of a schoolmaster. Here's a 1-0 to Morris. Curveball way high and outside. Ball two. This is interesting. Runners on the corners. One out. 2-0 count for Morris. There's a wind slightly picked up, going from right to left. I've noticed when the wind picks up, we do better. And also when the wind picks up, Mary Poppins flies down to wherever you are. Was that a movie? I think that was a movie. That didn't happen to me in real life. Someone did feed me something with a spoon once. Said it was a spoonful of sugar, but you never know. Here's the 2-0 pitch now to nope. Okay, pitcher Hayes went for the throw, but then looked down his runner at third and first. I don't know what he's trying to prove. Just let him be there. You're not going to do anything. Here's the 2-0 pitch now to Morris. Swing and a miss, low curve, strike one. It's funny. Now that we're winning by 4 runs, the crowd out here is not so excited when they get a strike, when their pitcher throws a strike. It's just like, yeah, a strike. Yeah, that's good, I guess. And they kind of do a sarcastic clap. I don't know. All right, strike one. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Morris. Way outside with a curveball, ball 3. Are we going to walk another batter? If we do, good times. Another bases loaded. That would be great. So the 3-1 count now for Morris. One out, runners on the corner still. The wind's still blowing. There's no knowing where you're blowing, or which way the river's flowing. Here's a 3-1 to Morris. Gets a hold of it, cracks it out into right field. That one's going to drop in front of right fielder Richmond. There goes Kuhn in for the run scored. That's going to be a single RBI for Dallas Morris. Good gracious, Orem Owlz. What are you doing to me? That is amazing. I am flabbergasted. Okay, Morris with his 51st RBI in the season. He finally gets his second hit on the night. He got a triple and then now a single. It's an RBI. That scores in Bradley Kuhn. So now one out and runners on first and second for the Owls. We now lead 9-4 in the top of the 12th inning. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it feels so good. Now batting Mark Trumbo, first baseman. Here comes the 0-0 pitch to Trumbo. Checks the swing, but a curveball hits the outside corner. Strike one. 0-1 count now. I think I'm going to call Trumbo's at bat as Christopher Walken. It should be very fun. I think I've deserved it. Here we go. Now Mark Trumbo at the plate for the Owls. Is the 0-1 pitch to Trumbo and a grounder up the middle into center field. That's going to be a single for Mark Trumbo. Here comes Heinle Stacia in for the run scored. Another RBI for Mark Trumbo. He now has 40 RBIs and a single. His second hit on the night, single RBI. Oh, my gosh. The Owls now lead 10-4 here in the top of the 12th inning. We have runners on first and second, still with one out. This is the best one-out rally I've seen in my entire life. Good gracious. So Mark Trumbo now with his 40th RBI on the season. He's got a single and another single tonight. So let's see. This new pitcher has faced 7 batters. 1, 2, 3, and 4 of them have got on base from a hit. One of them was a walk. Thank you. And they're going to get rid of him. That pitcher, oh man, he was a mess. That was Hayes that they're going to get rid of. Ugh. So that finishes the line for Troncoso. He was before Hayes. Troncoso pitched 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. He struck out 2. Oh my gosh, these pitchers out here. I don't know what's happening to the defense of the Raptors. They are like moving in molasses out there. That reminds me. You guys ever heard of supping? I think my grandpa invented it. You get molasses and peanut butter, and you use really crunchy old French bread, and you sop it off of the plate, and you eat it. Oh my gosh, it's good. It's called sopping. Okay, new pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors, and he's a tall drink of water. What's this guy's name? 48? No, that's not his name, unless he's from, what's that movie? Logan's Run, where they have numbers. Do they have numbers in that movie? I don't know. Maybe 1984. Okay, what's this guy? I think it's 49. Is that Kuzman? The new pitcher. pitcher. Thank you very much. Okay. New pitcher out there for the Ogden Raptors, number 40, Matt, that's his last name. Matt Gomez de Segura is his last name. Matt Gomez de Segura. That means Segura is second, right? No, that's segundo. Segura, maybe the second? Yeah, Gomez the second. And Gomez de Segura comes into the game with a record of 0-2, a 6.14 ERA, 22 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts, 22 walks. Wow, they're really dredging the bottom of the Ogden Raptors pitching barrel with 22 walks and a 6.14 ERA. Okay, the Raptors lead, pardon me, reverse that, strike it. The Owls lead 10-4 here in the top of the 12th inning. The Owls have runners on first and second and one out. Stepping to the plate now, Flint Whipke, the designated hitter. Whipke's been a star tonight with a home run that brought in 3 runs scored. He's hit by a pitch his last at bat, bunt single before that, fly out, line out. Here's the 0-0 pitch now to Whipke. Inside fastball, that is ball 1, 1-0 count. And one out, and the runner on first and second base. Wow, Whipke now has 4 home runs in the season and 15 RBIs thanks to tonight. 247 batting average. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Whipke. Swing and a miss, inside fastball, strike 1. And that ball is passed, and that allows runners to advance. That's a passed ball there. And now runners on second and third base. Let's see, Morse is on third, I think. Yeah, Morse is on third, and Trumbo is on second. Great base runners to have on base. 1-1 count for Whipke, 1 out, runners on second and third. Let's see how Whipke does with runners in scoring position. Whipke, scoring position, 353. Wow, he's driven in 9 RBIs with runners in scoring position. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Whipke. Lets this one fly. Inside fastball, almost passed again. Ball 2, 2-1 count. Oh, man, I just got kicked with hunger pains like nothing else. Woo! It was like there's an alien trying to get out of my stomach. I have skeletus eruptus. And the skeleton tries to leap out of the body through the mouth. Here's the 2-1. The Whipke fouled into himself there. Strike 2. 2-2 count now. 1 out. Runners on second and third. This has been the most amazing game I think I've seen the entire season. This just shows the Orem Owls' commitment and their stay-to-itness throughout the game. Wow. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Whipke, and lets this one fly and gets a hold of it. A high fly ball out in the left field. Looks like it's going fair, and that one is over the fence. Oh, my good gracious. That is another home run for Flint Whipke, and he brings in the same people. He brings in, no, this time he brings in Trumbo and Morris. Holy cow. A home run for Flint Whipke over the left field wall. That one was so high and out of here. Oh, my gosh. You guys at home, you are lucky if you're listening right now. That is the 5th home run on the season for Flint Whipke, his 2nd home run on the night, his 17th RBI in the season, and that is his, 5th RBI in the game. Good gracious, the Owls now lead 13-4 here in the top of the 12th. 1 out, no runners on. Now batting Billy Boyer. Here's his pitch. Inside fastball's passed. The Ogden Raptors have pretty much given up out there. They're not showing any signs of, I don't know how they could anyway. They're not showing any signs of trying to do any damage. Here's the 1-0 to Boyer. Gets a hold of it, crashes fair down the left field line. And Billy Boyer is going to second base. That's going to be a double for him. Oh, my gosh. I think this is a joke. Not because, the Owls are excellent players, but it's a joke that the Raptors are not even trying in the defense part of it. The third baseman could have, at least tried for that one. He didn't. Just let it go past him. It must be a joke. The Ogden Raptors are like, we fooled you. We're really, they pull off their masks. We're really, dogs or something. Oh, my gosh. That's going to be a double for Billy Boyer. Here comes Martinez. 0-0 pitch, inside fastball, ball 1. Wow, the Owls are doing excellent, and the Raptors' defense is failing miserably. The Owls are hitting hits that I can't believe. They're just amazing to watch. A wonderful offense in this game. Holy cow. Here comes the 1-0 pitch now to Boya. Inside fastball again, ball 2. Okay, let's see. We got a runner on second, a double from Boyer, a home run from Whipke that scored 3 RBIs. The Owls lead 13-4 in the top of the 12th. 1 out, runner on second. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Martinez. Lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it. It's a chopper foul. Strike 1, 2-1 count. I just had a weird flavor in my mouth just then. It tasted like cinnamon. I was tasting cinnamon in my mouth. 2-1 count. 1 out, runner on second base. Man, I'm really going insane out here. Okay, let's see how Martinez bats with runners in scoring position. Martinez, scoring position, 289. There's the 2-1 pitch, and he cracks that one over the fence. That's a home run for Brett Martinez. I am not kidding, folks. This is really happening. Oh, my gosh. A home run for Brett Martinez. Oh, my gosh. He scores himself and Billy Boyer. Brett Martinez now has 3 home runs and 22 RBIs in the season. No, 23 RBIs in the season. Oh, my goodness. This is really happening, folks. The Owls are leading 15-4 in the top of the 12th with only 1 out. Now batting is Josh Cole. First pitch, fastball inside, ball 1. Oh, my gosh. This is like baseball overload at the extreme. How many home runs is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4 home runs in the game so far for the Owls. Here's the 1-0. Inside curveball, gets the corner, strike 1. Yeah, that's whatever. You can have that. 1-1 count, Cole, 1 out, no runners on base. I think this pitcher must be throwing underhanded or something, but the Owls are just cracking it. There's the 1-1, swing and a miss, inside curveball, strike 2, 1-2 count. Not to say that the Owls, can't hit well, because they are. Look at what they've done. But this pitcher, I think, is really just, I don't know what they're doing. There's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, outside curve. That's strike 3. Yeah, it's steelhead. You can have that one. And Josh Cole strikes out swinging. Okay, 2 outs for the Owls here in the top of the 12th. No runners on. We lead, I don't know, by about 11 runs. 15-4 in the top of the 12th. I don't believe it. I mean, I know the Owls are good. I know they can do this, but this is incredible. Look at this. In 1 inning alone, we are coming back. Okay, Josh, let's see. Martinez was... we've already gone through the lineup. Martinez hit his home run. That was his second at bat in this same inning. We're now at Overstreet, his second at bat in this same inning. We've gone through the lineup and more. We've already lapped the lineup. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Overstreet. Swing and a miss, curveball inside, strike 1. Fastball inside as well for ball 1. So the 1-1 count now for Overstreet. Good gracious. How many hits in this inning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits in this inning. There's the 1-1, and he cracks it out to right field. It falls in the gap between Richmond and Godwin. That's going to be a single for Colby Overstreet, his first hit on the game, and the 9th hit in this inning alone for the Orem Owls. Good gracious. I can't even talk. I just threw my pen out the window. So excited. Okay, the Owls lead 15-4 in the top of the 12th. We now have 2 outs and a runner on first. And now batting back to the top of the lineup again, Bradley Kuhn. This is Kuhn's second at-bat in this inning alone. Here's the 0-0 pitch to Kuhn, lets it fly. Outside fastball gets the corner, strike 1, 0-1 count. I think the ump is like, okay, that's a strike. Let's go. Let's see. Kuhn. We might even get to the batter's third at-bat. There's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a grounder to the second baseman, Soto, and he drops it on purpose or something. I don't know what happened there. He tried to field it with not much effort, and it just bounced out of his glove. And that allowed Kuhn to get on first base there, and they're going to count that an error. That's the 4th error on the night for the Raptors. Owls have 2 errors. This has been just everything has happened in this game that could happen. So Kuhn reaches on an error. I've already gone over to the outside margin of my page for at-bats. That was the 6th at-bat for Kuhn. Good gracious. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. Now batting Heinle Stacia. Here comes Stacia's 0-0 pitch. Fastball outside, and that is ball 1, 1-0 count. So the Owls have now hit 9 successful hits in this inning alone. Single, double, home run, single. There's the 1-0. Fastball outside corner, gets it, strike 1, 1-1 count. I don't think they have anything to worry about, though. Just let those strikes happen. If you can get 11 runs in 1 inning, I don't know. Here's the 1-1 pitch now to Stacia. Inside fastball, almost hit there. Ball 2, 2-1 count now. Okay. The defense of the Ogden Raptors is failing, but that does not mean it's because the Owls are reaching all on errors. The Owls are hitting magnificent hits. There's the 2-1, and it's a grounder up the middle there, and second baseman Soto runs over it and lets the runner score. I don't know what just happened there. Okay, it looked like the second baseman Soto thought he was backed up by shortstop Rivera, and so he just walked over the ball, and Rivera just walked over it too, and it rolled into second base, and that allowed who was that? That's Colby Overstreet to come in for the run scored, and that allowed Stacia to reach on an error. Now the Owls lead 16-4 in the top of the 12th inning with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Holy cow. If you were listening to this game, it's a treat. You must think I'm kidding out here. Not because we don't think the Owls are good, but this is just incredible. This is just incredible. How many runs have we scored in this inning? Trying to think. I think about 10 runs scored, 11 runs scored in this inning. We've scored 11 runs in the top of the 12th. My goodness gracious. Now batting is Dallas Morris. First pitch, checks the swing, outside curveball, gets the corner, strike one. 0-1 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Man. Oh, these Owls are just hitting these hits perfectly. Here's the 0-1 to Morris, and a fastball outside, ball one, 1-1 count. The hits are landing perfectly where they should, in the gaps, in the Bermuda Triangle, out hitting the walls, going over the fences. Here's the 1-1 to Morris, and it's fouled back, strike two, 1-2 count. These are perfectly placed singles and doubles and home runs. I mean, a home run is always perfectly placed, but perfectly placed extra base hits and singles that are just falling in the right spots. Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Morris, fouled back again, strike filled with 1-2 count. I remember it was back when we were it was 3-2, and we're like, oh, we need to tie up this game so we can stay in the running. And Martin Maldonado hits that home run to tie it up. That was just icing on the cake to what's happened so far. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Morris, outside curveball, ball two, 2-2 count, 2 outs, runners on the corner still. This inning, I wish I was timing this inning. Well, it's probably been about a half hour. No, it can't be that much. Maybe 20 minutes for this inning? Jeez Louise. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Morris. Swing and a miss, low curve. That's strike three, and it's a drop strike three. There's the throw to first base. Okay, the inning is finally over. The magnificent inning where we score 11 runs. That ends the top of the 12th. Come on back for the bottom and see if the Raptors can score 11 runs to tie it up. Come on back.
Tacos. Burgers. Tacos. Burgers.
What about pasta?
No time.
Sure there is. At Fazoli's, we can build our own pasta starting at just $2.99. It's super fast and super fresh. In about the same time as it takes for a greasy burger, we can build an Italian masterpiece like spaghetti and spicy marinara.
Spicy marinara?
Yep.
Fazoli's. Cool, let's pick up Cindy. Karen. Cindy. No, man.
Fazoli's, faster, fresher, better.
Today, more and more people are insuring their homes with us through Auto Owners Insurance. We'll provide low-cost, quality protection, claim service that is second to none, and if you insure both your home and car through Auto Owners Insurance, you'll qualify for additional premium discounts.
Find out more at Blue Mountain Insurance, located on University Avenue in Provo. Give them a call at 373-SAVE. That's 373-7283. Blue Mountain Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. What is love? Love is scoring 11 runs in one inning. Good gracious. The Orem Owls lead 16-4 over the Ogden Raptors here as we enter the bottom of the 12th. The Ogden Raptors have this at-bat to see if they can tie up the game, Joey said sarcastically. Oh, my gosh. Pitching out there on the mound right now for the Orem Owls. Looks like we have a closer. I think that's Robert Romero coming in to close the game. Nope. Yeah, I think so. 46? He's 46, right? Where's my Rasta? YMCA. Okay, Romero. Yeah, he's 46. That's him. So 46, Robert Romero comes in. I guess he's going to go for the save. Romero doesn't have any saves in the season. I don't know if he's in line for the save. I'm not quite sure. I'll find out. Who is that? Is that Cruz? I don't know. I'll try to listen to the PA announcer. because I'm used to Cruz with his socks pulled up, and that guy doesn't have his socks pulled up. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the 12th inning. The Owls lead 16-4 over the Raptors. Now batting for the Raptors, like it even matters, Mooneyham. Mooneyham's at the plate. And here comes his 1-0 pitch. 0-0 pitch. It's a grounder to Stacia at shortstop. Throw across the diamond to Trumbo. Out at first base. One pitch, one away. Fantabulous. Ground out. Okay, next up to bat for the Raptors. Kenshil Pujols, the catcher. He's got one out, no runners on base, and he has 11 runs to get here in this inning. Oh man, this is comical. The way we've pummeled them. It's comical. It's like, quit pummeling me. There's the 0-0 to Pujols. Fastball gets the outside corner, strike one, 0-1 count. Romero, if this is Romero indeed. No, I think that's Cruz. I'm sorry, I can't tell. I'm going to say it's Cruz, though. That looks like him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets a hold of it, a grounder to second baseman Boyer. Throw to first, out at first. 2 pitches. That's 3 pitches and 2 outs now. Ground out there for Pujols. Okay. Well, the Raptors have 1 out to get 11 runs, and that'll end the game here in the bottom of the 12th. Oh, boy. Fun times. Now batting top of the lineup, Adam Godwin. And let's see what he does. Okay, pitcher Cruz looking in. Here comes the 0-0 pitch now to Godwin. He gets a hold of it. A chopper fouled on the third base line. Strike one, 0-1 count. Yeah, that is Cruz out there. Cruz comes into the game with a record of 3-2, a 4.19 ERA on 34 1/3 innings pitched. 22 strikeouts, 3 walks. Great strikeout pitcher, Cruz. Only 3 walks. Amazing. Okay, wind blowing from right to left. 2 outs for the Raptors. Here comes the 0-1 pitch now to Godwin. And it's a curveball outside for ball 1. Let's not extend this game anymore. Just ground out, pop out, strike out. Come on. I need this. I need this, Owlz. I need this. Here comes the 1-1 pitch now to Godwin. And lets this one fly. Gets a hold of it. It's grounder right up the middle. Finally, Stacia scoops it up, makes the throw to Trumbo. And that is out number 3. And that ends the game here in the bottom of the 12th inning. The Raptors win it 16-4 over the Ogden Raptors. We take the series. Win 2 out of the 3 games in the series against the Raptors, winning the game 16-4 in the bottom of the 12th. Come on back for post-game wrap-up after this.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Owlz broadcast brought to you in part by Ray's American Car Care Center, by Frederico Landscaping, exceeding your expectations since 1980, by the United States Air Force, Cross into the blue, by Bay Ling Insurance Agency, Payson's hometown agency for over 30 years, and by Triple T Heating and Cooling, comfort from our family to yours.
1400 K-Star.
Welcome back, everyone, to Birds of Play with the Wingman. Thanks for tuning in for my post-game wrap-up. What a fantastic game. Thank you for tuning in and hanging with me. It's been an awesome game, the best one I've had so far. I'm very excited about this one. Well, the Owls win it out here. The final score tonight, 16-4. 16-4 over the Ogden Raptors. We got our 16 runs off of 13 hits, 2 errors. The Raptors got their 4 runs off of 11 hits and 4 errors. Good gracious. Tonight, player of the game. This is so hard. I'm going to say everybody was a player of the game tonight. I'm going to give the defensive player of the game to Heinle Stacia for his wonderful infielding that he supplied for us. I'm going to give the player of the game to, well, it's hard. I'm going to say Flint Whipke. Flint Whipke had 2 home runs tonight on the season. Fantastic. Thanks for tuning in and joining me. These Owlz radio broadcasts are brought to you by The Clean Home, J&J Services, All-Star Garage, Marcon Incorporated, Sportsman'sWarehouse.com, Ace Mortgage Company, Blue Mountain Insurance, SOS Staffing Services, Escape Motorsports, Stevens Henniger College, All Pro Tires, and Jack's Tire and Oil. Thanks so much for tuning in, and join me tomorrow. The game starts at 7:05 at the home of the Owls Stadium. Final score of the night, Owls win it 16-4 over the Ogden Raptors, and that'll do it for me. My name is Joey Hurley, reminding you never to leave your wingman. Have a good night, everyone.